flipping my damn video once again. Thank you, YouTube, for flipping my video. See, look at this all backwards. Look at it. I can't see my damn shirt correctly. What the? God damn it, YouTube. The bullshit. Keep flipping my video. Nobody got at me yet about how to turn my videos back the right way. Will somebody get at me, please, about how to live stream the proper way? Or how to flip my videos back the right way? What up, Christopher Ellis? Almighty Sekou. Immortal 9. What up? What's crack-a-lagging? Lester Ingram, Bro L. Wise, Kissed by the Sun, Balance Higher Knowledge, Neon Black, Dwayne Hicks, Eric Strickland, Thomas Mitchell, who's that Wizard T? What up, King Lemuel, Productions, Hotep Shalom, James Kirk, what's his Baham? Man, I messed that name up everything. Bahaman, 1964. Britt Coulter, Summer Breeze, what up? Mark Woods, Atune and Twain, Fundamentals with Law. What up, Roger Grosh? Appreciate you, brother. Thank everybody hitting with the Cash App this week. Appreciate you guys. Lester Ingram, got you. This is Danger Man Dubs, True Knowledge, Ron Spinks, Daniel Cates, Shantae Rose, Dr. Sinister, Amir Shaheed, what up? Born 360. This is Jazz Beats. What's happening? And Gerald Jelks. What up, y'all? Y'all probably think I was doing a live stream today, huh? I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to be gone today, but I don't leave till tomorrow. So lucky y'all. Y'all get me one more damn day. You get me one more damn live. I was supposed to have this damn live stream off, but couldn't get the damn booking till tomorrow. Where the place where I go, where I vacation to, apparently some Chinese niggas found out about my spot, and they started booking up the goddamn spot. What's up with these Chinese niggas? Hey, don't be coming out here. What's up with y'all be coming out taking up my spot? So they took up my spot, so I can't go till tomorrow. So what's up, y'all? This is my solar return live stream, because my solar return is on Monday. Appreciate you. It's not belated, it's Monday. I was supposed to be leaving for the weekend for my birthday, and I still will be there. I'll still be gone for my birthday, but I was supposed to leave today. But apparently some Chinese nigga couldn't get my spot until tomorrow. So y'all got me again for another day. So what up, y'all? On the solar return live stream. Appreciate everybody who hit me this week. Also for the Cash Apps. Appreciate you guys, man. Kevin Wise and everybody else. Appreciate you. Thank you for the former donations. Anybody else who want to hit me up for the Cash App donation is Real Nagas, the number 9. Appreciate you guys. You want to donate for this weekend? You want to help me out on this weekend? I'd appreciate it. No. But anybody, real quick, anybody who's ordered the police stop law package, it got sent out. You should have got a message. The package is mailed. And everybody, you are getting the new. Anybody who's ordered this week, you are getting the new Great Book of Melanin Research. This is the new published, baby. This is the new, the icy. This is the old one right here. This is my old joint, the old with the spiral rings inside, but this is the new. This is the travel one right here. You take this with you. So this is the new one. Appreciate you guys for helping me get this far. It's been a long time getting to this one. So if you order, now we don't do this one anymore. You guys get the new one. You get the new one. And it's book 1 and book 2. So you get 2 books, everybody. Book 1, book 2. When you order the Great Book of Melanin Research. When you order the hard copies, you get hooked up. You get the police stop law package. You get one of these 3. Make sure you tell me which one, because I'm going to put whatever one in there I want. So You know what I'm saying? So if you want the red Know Your Rights manual, the blue, or the gold for the gold dragons, you let me know. And also, you know, this is for anybody who doesn't know, this lets you know, or this is everything you need to know about your rights at police stops and traffic stops, you know, traffic stops and Terry stops, or what's known as pedestrian stops, police stops on foot. So teach you everything you need to know right here. Everything you need to know just to get back at police officers and make them accountable for violating your constitutional rights. Right here, you get one. You don't get all three of these. You get one of these three, then plus you get the constitutional rights card right here. This is the cliff notes of the Know Your Rights manual. This lets the police officers know what your rights are, what will happen when they violate your constitutional rights. Bam. And then you hit them with the qualified immunity card and notice. And they got the ring camera is doing the glare, but qualified immunity card and notice. This lets police officers know they lose their qualified immunity, which is the shield they get when they violate your constitutional rights, and they don't know that they violated your constitutional rights, or they do it in a brand new way. They break you up in a whole brand new way. They twist you up in a whole new type of pretzel and be like, well, you can't do that again. You know, you shouldn't have done that, officer. That's what the judge is going to tell them. Well, you shouldn't have done that. But you get off this time because you didn't know. You didn't know you couldn't twist them into a brand new pretzel. So I'm going to let you off this time. But next time, don't you do that. You understand, sir? You understand, officer? That's what they get. But when you alert them that they're in danger of violating your constitutional rights before they do it, and you get it on camera, boom, they lose that qualified immunity. There's no, I didn't know. Because it says they lose their qualified immunity for blatantly being incompetent or knowingly violating the law. So it says right here, knowingly violating the law, they lose their qualified immunity. So you keep this in your car. You say, I don't answer questions, officer, and see what happens. All right. Most of the time, police officers are just going to give you a warning. When they see stuff like this, they haven't seen people prepared like this to deal with them. They don't want to deal with you. They'd rather deal with the person who doesn't know their rights, the person who's not going to fight back. That's what they want to get at. So boom, let them know you're not one of those people. You the other person. So keep this in your car and let them know. And then again, I'm going to hook you up until I get my, they're taking a long time with my fifth deck of flashcards. So I only have 4 decks of flashcards right now. I usually have 5. So if you order the book, I'm going to give you the 4 decks until I get the 5th deck. Then the deal is off. But should be pretty soon. The 5th deck of cards should be coming in. So again, you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. You get all of that for free. You get the police stop for free. All right. Oh, also, I forgot to show you. You get also the Public Official Bonds book. This tells you where to go file your claims against police officers' insurance when they violate your constitutional rights. Because they do have insurance. And when they violate your constitutional rights, you can go place a claim on that. Boom, right there. Google it. I'm telling you, Google will pull it up. The Google AI is some great stuff. Google AI will pull all the information you need to know about police officers' bonds, or most of it. So, but not what you'll find in here. They'll tell you that police officers need these bonds, but they won't give you the information on where to go find it. But right here, boom, I got it for you. So you get that in the Police Stop Law package too. And if you want to learn the law for free, get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and sign up. Again, knowyourrightsfoundation.org/volunteers. Make sure you sign up for the free classes. You're working to get one of these beautiful certifications right here. You take the information, go back out, teach it to your family, your friends, teach your chillins. Gotta get. If I was you, I would sit my children down with this every day. I would do it every day, but at least every other day, make them do like a 30-minute report on what's in the book until they're able to recite the book and what's on these cards front and back, and then tell me what it all means. Not just recite it. I need you to know it. Let you sit down. You tell me what this means. You tell me what that means. When we start treating our children like that, when you start arming them like that, the police officers will stop looking at them as victims. They'll start trying to find somebody else as a victim. But as long as they know that you don't know anything and you're the easy prey, why would they not jump on you? You're easy as shit. You don't fight back. You don't have money for lawyers. You don't know shit about the law. When they violate your rights, why wouldn't they pick on you? It's like a no-brainer. So Again, knowyourrightsfoundation.org or KYRF.org/volunteers. Sign up so we can teach you how to fight back, god dang it. So they can stop taking advantage of you. Tell them, no, you ain't, I'm not gonna take it anymore. What's that damn? I'm not gonna take it anymore. There's some commercial that used to do that shit all the time. I'm not taking it anymore. So again, appreciate you guys on the Cash App. Again, it's Cash App, Real Nagas, the number 9 for the donations. I appreciate you guys for the donations this week. Or if you want to go to patreon.com/Real Nagas and sign up for the status classes, learn how to have one foot in the system and one foot out of the system, fighting the the United States of America, Inc. It's a Delaware corporation. Now, it's no different than FedEx or Arby's or any McDonald's that's in Delaware. It's the same type of corporation. No difference. It's not a sovereign country. Once you learn that and you learn how to contract with a corporation, you can free yourself. So that's what I teach you over at patreon.com/Real Nagas on the status classes. At the highest level, if you sign up for the highest level, when you're able to recite the paperwork, able to teach it, learn, tell it back to me, and where you understand it, I will give it to you for free. All right. You got to know it. Can't give a bazooka to a baby. All right. But once you know it, let's mash on these people. I need 1 million Johnny Cochrans. That's the movement. 1 million Johnny Cochrans. And we're going to get there with you or without you. You better get over here and be part of us, because the law runs the world. And so you want to be a part on that side. I think I've told this statistic before. Less than half of a percent of the people in the world know the law. I will say that again. So take 0.5%, not 1%, you take 0.5%, and then cut that in half. And that's how many people in the world who know the law. Barely no one. And that's why that's why they think of themselves as being higher than you when they become lawyers and stuff like that. Because you don't know shit and they know law runs the world. So be a part of that group who knows what shit is, who knows what's going on. Who knows the shit that's popping up in the world. All right. And again, this is my solar return. The solar return live stream. Appreciate you all. Shout out to all my Aries people. Shout out, baby. Aries Nation. I don't want to hear no boo. Don't you put a damn boo in the chat, Mel. God damn it. Don't you boo, God damn it. Aries, put your ones up, baby. All my Aries people. I already canceled your boo, Mel. It doesn't count. Your boo doesn't even count. I already canceled it before you said it. That's right. Aries the 15th. That's what's up, Mr. Ovary Massager. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Put the ones up, Aries. Aries, baby. Mel is a Libra. He's our opposite. So he's our natural enemy. Aries people, you get at Mel. Don't let him boo us. But appreciate everybody for all the donations and the birthday and the solar return love that you sent. All right, let's get into it. Oh, real quick, man. We got a sad note. This is for my movie nerds. Iceman died this week. If you don't know who that is, that's Val Kilmer. Iceman from Top Gun. Iceman. Man. Ice and Slider. It was Maverick and Goose and Ice and Slider. God damn it, man. Shout out to Val Kilmer. He was also in one of my favorite movies, Willow. That's also one of the dopest movies ever. And one of the first movies I ever saw, Real Genius. That was his first movie, Real Genius. That was when he was a genius he was at I think MIT. He was a genius, created a laser and shit. Dope ass movie. Want to say shout out to Val Kilmer. God damn it, man. Best movie though was Top Gun. Iceman. He's like, Maverick, I'm on. Ice, I'm off. Shit. Y'all don't know that damn scene. So shout out to Iceman. Damn it, man. That's again one of the movies that got me to go into ROTC when I was young. That's probably the main movie, actually. I think it was Top Gun. That was the main movie. That one and Heartbreak Ridge. But just had to say that because that's one of my top 5 movies of all time. Top Gun, baby. Shout out to Iceman. Rest in power, bruh. He was off the chain. You gave Maverick everything. You gave him a challenge, baby. So here we go, everybody. So some leaked information from the White House shows that Trump's dumbass we still, hey, remember, I call balls and strikes, man. No Diddy. But I call balls and strikes where, if however it is, I call it. If it's some bullshit, I call it. If it's some good shit, I call it. Trump's still on some bullshit. So Trump's dumbass is ready to bomb Iran's oil fields. We talked about him threatening Iran last week, saying if you don't come to the table and talk about denuclearizing, like taking down your nuclear program, I'm gonna have to smash you. This is what Trump told him. We're gonna have to smash on you. So you better come to the table. You better come. You better come to the table, bitch. And Iran is like, EAD, motherfucker. EAD, bitch. That's Iran, which they should be. Nobody should tell you how to run your damn country. Now, Iran is no damn good government. Let me just say this. I'm not caping for Iran. Iran is a piece of shit government. Seriously. They cutting niggas' fingers off. Did you hear about the new shit they got this week? If you a thief, they cutting your fingers off. In Iran. That news just came out this week. The new law is all thieves get their fingers cut off. So Iran ain't no great ass government. But if you trying to punk somebody and tell them how to run their country, it's supposed to tell you the EAD. Now, he's being pushed into it by Mike Waltz and all the that Mike Waltz is his security guy. He's the same dude who put the civilian reporter into the signal chat leak last week. So that same dude, I think he's trying to get the heat off of himself and get Trump to bomb Iran. So that's the big news, and not him fucking up in the putting people who shouldn't be in the signal chat. Don't look at me. Iran. Yeah, what? I didn't do anything. Iran, bomb Iran. Like, nah, nigga. How did he get in the damn chat? Iran. It's like, no, nigga. Answer this question, bitch. Fuck Iran. How did dude get in this damn chat? So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to throw, the spotlight off of himself and trying to get Trump to bomb Iran. Now, he ain't done it yet, but now he wants to. So when Iran told him no, that we not messing with you, we not fucking with you like that, he said, all right, I'm going to bomb your oil fields. So all you're going to do is, when you do that, you're going to push Iran towards Russia, because now he's talking crazy because Russia is not coming to the table to talk peace with Zelensky in Ukraine. So now he said he talked some shit against Russia this week. So now Trump fighting with every goddamn body. I thought you was the peacemaker, Trump. You don't start wars, you end them. Remember? Now you fighting with Putin. Now you fighting with Zelensky. Now you fighting with Iran. What the fuck is going on? Mr. I don't start wars, Mr. Best Foreign Policy of all time. The fuck out of here. No, you were it's not popping like that. So J.D. Vance, who was smarter than all of them, he's telling them don't do it because it's going to be bad for the administration. And they like, nah. J.D. Vance smarter than all y'all niggas. Y'all better listen to J.D. But nobody want to listen to J.D. They all want to gangster. And this is part of his peace through strength bullshit. Again, which is just intimidation. If you put another term on it, it's just peace through intimidation. When you say peace through strength, what does that mean? Strength. That means I tell you what to do and you do it. If not, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. No, that ain't strength, nigga. That's extortion. That's bullying. That's punking people. Eventually, people are gonna rise up against that type of energy. You can't hold people down. You bring peace through harmony, cooperation. That's how peace truly comes, through cooperation, not fucking strength, intimidation. He says, damn, Trump, he says, you done effed up. He done effed up. Roger Grosh, he done fucked up, but he not pulling the trigger just yet. I think a lot of the shit he does is just talk, because he knows now if he launches a strike against Iran, it's gonna mess up everything. It's gonna that'll destroy America. If he launches a strike against Iran, it'll fuck up America. It'll fuck up the economy. First off, it's gonna fuck up the economy for sure. Definitely the stock market, everything is gonna tank. Excuse me. It'll give all the Democrats everything that they need to talk crazy against him. He said he wasn't gonna get us in no war. Now he bombing Iran. Then he wanna, you can just hear Jasmine Dumbass. Jasmine Dumbass is gonna be on every goddamn podium talking crazy. We fighting Putin. We fighting Zelensky. Now we fighting Iran. What the hell's going on? We wasn't fighting nobody when Biden was in the office. Now we fighting everybody. I thought he was supposed to be the president of peace. He don't start war. Oh, man, it's gonna be crazy if this nigga start bombing Iran. It is going to be hell for this nigga. You better listen to JD Vance, fool. Now he's only doing this because Iran having a nuclear weapon is not a threat to America, because it's a bunch of countries with nuclear weapons and they're not threats to America. Why? Because we got way more nuclear. Well, U.S. now, not we, but the U.S. has way more nuclear weapons than anybody else in the world, and bigger nuclear weapons. So they're not really scared of Iran getting a nuclear weapon. Who's scared of Iran getting a nuclear weapon? Who is that actually a threat to? The Khazarians. Everybody know that. It's a threat to the Khazarians. Because it's not a threat to Europe, because European countries, they have nukes too. So they're not tripping. There's other European countries got nukes. So they're not a threat to the European countries. They are a threat to New Khazaria. That's who, the Khazars. So Trump is tripping, man. The Trump administration is going to go down trying to protect New Khazaria. This is going to be your downfall, Trump. You came in riding the high surf, riding the high wave. And, it's going to go bad for him, because universal law is universal law. The pendulum swings as far to the right as it does to the left. And so as high as you was riding this wave on this high, as much as MAGA loves your ass, MAGA will turn on you when they figure out that your ass is MIGA. You ain't MAGA when you MIGA, and you become MIGA please. When they start hearing MIGA please, they gonna turn on your bitch ass. Nigga, they're not a cult. They are sorta, but they not like the Democratic cult. They'll smash on you. MAGA will turn on your ass in a minute if you ain't doing the right shit. So as soon as they figure out and they start to see that every move that you make externally outside of the country is for MIGA, for Israel, New Khazaria, everybody gonna be like, hey, they should have seen it already. They do see it. They're in denial because everybody been saying it for so long, but they don't want to admit it. Because everything Trump is doing for America is pretty good. But so speaking of, speaking of that, because here at home, he's doing, like I said, he's doing good things. But 9 Republicans blocked the bill that would have reprimanded the judges, trying to hold him back, trying to hold his, the activist judges that went off the deep end and trying to hold him back. So he put a bill that would have reprimanded him and tried to pull the judges off the case. 9 Republicans, they went against the bill. Would have pushed through, it would have went through easy. 9 Republicans, bitch-ass Republicans, they blocked the bill. Why did they block the bill? Because a Congresswoman, what is that, Anna Paulina Luna. I don't give a shit how fine you are, Anna Paulina Luna. You still dumb as shit right now. She and Trump put her on his administration. She stabbed him in the back. Trump put her on the secret documents release. She's the czar of the secret documents release. All the information, the hidden information. She's on that task force. She's the head of it. He put her on this task force And she stabbed him in the back because she said that women should be able to take maternal leave from Congress. No. No, you shouldn't. You're only in Congress for a certain amount of time in the first place. If you don't come to Congress to do the business of Congress, don't bring your ass to Congress. It's a very short job and very demanding. So if you want to be a congresswoman, then you need to say, all right, but from this time to this time, I'm just going to do the work of being in Congress. You can't be like, you're trying to do every goddamn thing. You have to sacrifice some goddamn things. And they don't have that. They don't have maternal leave. So they tried to put a stipulation of paternal leave. She said maternal or paternal leave because she tried to throw the men in there also, right? Because she couldn't just throw women. If she throw women in there, it's discrimination. So she said paternal leave. She wants everybody to get off for having kids. No. What up, Ayana? But no. You are here for a certain amount. You want to have kids? Plot your time to have children. You don't get to fucking have kids and then be at home with your kid when all your thousands and thousands of constituents need you up here making decisions. So that's why they blocked the damn bill. Now, again, it's more privilege for women. Women already get to vote for men to go to war without them having to go to war themselves. That's a privilege, ladies, that men don't have. And you keep talking equality, this equality bullshit. Sorry, men created the government. That's a fact. Sorry. And they allowed women to be in the shit. Now you want them to change it so you can have babies also. No. No. If you want to fucking be in here, then you got to follow the rules. Shit don't get changed for you, get flipped up for you. Again, and that's also against the law. You can't discriminate. You can't make laws for one people. So she tripped and fucked off the bill. Now they on her. The whole MAGA people are on her, hopefully trying to get her to change. Like, yo, you tripping. You can't get to stay at home. She gonna try to hold the goddamn whole government hostage until they sign that in. She thinks she gonna hold Trump and them hostage. All them nine, they crazy. So fuck, you need to look up all those 9 people who they were, and they need to be smashed on because they holding up every goddamn thing. Because again, whatever Trump is trying to do at home, most of the stuff he's doing at home is all good shit. So he got 2 things: foreign policy, bullshit, absolute bullshit. Domestic policy, nigga killing it, batting 1,000. Nigga's batting 1,000 on his domestic policy right now. But your foreign policy is just as good as your domestic policy is. Your foreign policy is as bullshit. So it cancels it out basically. So we'll see what happens. Moving along, Elon Musk and Doge, they uncover every damn week. They pulling out some new shit. I don't know if you saw him he did a Wisconsin rally or whatever he did right before the Supreme Court the Supreme Court justice or election in Wisconsin. He did a town hall, and the shit that he showed at the town hall was crazy. I don't know if anybody saw the chart of immigrants who are getting Social Security numbers. So he showed, like, in 2001, right when Biden took office in 2001, Social Security numbers, illegal or immigrants who were getting Social Security numbers totaled like 100,000 or something like that. It was very low. Then they started showing it going up year to year till in 2024, it was like over 2 million illegal immigrants got Social Security number. Now they say they weren't illegal immigrants because they were signed in, they were seeking asylum, they were asylum seekers. So what they found out was that the Biden administration was illegally, they gave them like this questionnaire and made them fill like a 4-question questionnaire, and they would basically give them asylum with these after they answered these 4 questions. When everybody else got to wait. So they basically they tweaked the asylum system so that they can let all these goddamn people in and then hurry up and give them social security numbers, right? So they can, and so with the social security numbers, what would that let them do? Now, some of them would go to work. They were able to work with the social security numbers. So some of them were working and putting back into the system, but most of them weren't doing that. They took the social security numbers and they put these niggas on Medicaid. They put these, again, I'm gonna say this again. With the social security numbers, they got entitlements. Like Medicaid. What the fuck? They was getting returned social security money back off of social security, and they weren't even paying into it. This is some bullshit. They weren't paying into social security, but they were getting money back from social security. And the social security number allows you to vote. And they when they did the investigation, they found out that thousands of these niggas voted. Hundreds of thousands are registered to vote. What the fuck? No, but ain't no voter fraud going on here. No such thing. Voter what? What do you mean, voter fraud? What? What's that? I don't know what that is. Voter what? And these black motherfucking woke motherfuckers, they're just trying to suppress black people's vote. That's why they want voter ID. It's against black people. They know black people can't get ID. We have a hard time getting ID. Do you have a bank account? Yeah. So what? Do you have like do you have a credit card? Do you have this or that? Like you needed an ID to get all of that shit. You need an ID to get, do you have bills in your name? Yeah. Again, ID. Excuse me. So they're coming out and trying to push back and saying that all the social security numbers that were found, it's a lie, that those people were, because when you get in here and you get on and they let you in legally, let your asylum seekers in, they push them and give them social security numbers so they can get into work. And they were saying that these people are putting back into the system. But they found out that some of that was happening, but most of the people were not putting into the system. They were just getting money back out of the system and being able to vote. They taking all your goddamn money. Not putting into the system, but getting nigga, this is crazy. This is crazy. Medicaid? You giving illegal immigrants Medicaid. So now you see why they trying to get Elon the fuck up out of there. He is uncovering every bit of a scam that they got going. Because this week, he walked into the CIA and met with the director of the CIA. This week, he walked in, he had a meeting with the CIA director. And the meeting was on how he's going to Doge the agency. How they're going to implement Doge into the CIA. That's what he met with the CIA director this week. You see all the damn crazy shit that comes out about this, what the CIA knew. The CIA knew about the Ark of the Covenant, and they had this going, and the CIA is the biggest scammers, bullshit, the secret. I mean, they got the biggest secrets in the universe. You think they want Elon in there? You think they want Elon's bitch ass looking through all of that shit? Hell no. But he going in there. So this is why he has become the most evil of evils in the world. For just doing an audit. Nobody's even peeping this shit. They think he's firing everybody. He's not firing anybody. Yo, Charlie Scott, appreciate you. Thank you for the cash out, brother. He said, forget him, Elon. Yeah, get in there. Smash on him. He is smashing on it. Then at the town hall, he said, because everybody was like, go after the politicians. He said, go after the politicians. You mean the guys, I should go after the guys who are making $200,000 a year, but end up being worth $20 million and $100 million and $200 million? Yeah, how did that happen? So he just said on live on stage, he's about to go after all the politicians, like Nancy Pelosi and them, and Chuck Schumer, and all the rest of these cats. Like, this shit is ending for these niggas. They don't, this is Armageddon for these fools. This is Armageddon for the establishment who's been in government before. They like, oh shit, this shit is crazy. They are scrambling to try to stop this shit. This is crazy, man. And they don't know what the fuck to do but call Elon the devil and try to take down Tesla. That's the only thing they know how to do. We got to take down Elon and Tesla. Let's just try, if we just focus on one thing. Let's focus on one thing. Just focus on taking down Tesla. We can take down Tesla. We can take, no, fucker. Y'all evil is not going to be covered up by that bullshit. Y'all are fucking evil as shit, man. They are foul. The allegedly the child traffic, that's being covered up with all the different funds, these different accounts that people are siphoning off the accounts. They said that 40%, this is what I forgot to mention, 40% of Social Security payouts were fraud. That's what he just uncovered. 40% of, I'll say 40% of Social Security payouts are fraud. Niggas stealing Social Security numbers and calling people up and saying, yo, this is my grandmom. I got my grandmom. She's incapacitated. Can you send a check over here? Because we got her in the hospice, or we got her, we moved her into our house, so we taking care of her. We need to check. Can you send a check over here? And they said it was a lot of Russian mafia cats, a lot of different mafia cats and all that type of shit that are doing this. So it ain't just like regular people doing it. This is cartels who is making billions of dollars off of this shit every year. That's who Elon and them is fucking over. The cartels. You think they ain't trying to hurt? They like, nigga, what the fuck you doing, nigga? Elon is fucking over everybody right now. Elon is fucking over everybody with this Doge shit right now. They all want to smash this nigga. The cartels, the goddamn corrupt politicians. Oh, nigga, everybody want to smash on him right now. Don't give in, Elon. Because then the news came out that they tried to put out the news that Elon was leaving. Elon, he's leaving. Trump wants him to leave. There's too much backlash from Elon, and he's getting too much heat. The Trump administration is taking too much heat. He's gonna leave. He's leaving soon. And then they said Tesla stock rose and shit. But then you looked into it, and he's leaving at the end of May, which was his original date. So he's what's called a special government employee. Elon has the designation of special government employee. Excuse me. And as a special government employee, you can only work for 130 days. That's it. After that, if you have businesses, you have to get rid of your businesses. You have to divest yourself of businesses and all that stuff to avoid the appearance of impropriety, right? And so Elon is not about to give up his corporations. He's like, fuck that. So after May 30th, he got to leave. So they knew this. He said this from the jump. When he got on the first day he was there, he said, I'm only going to be here like 180 days, 150 days, some shit like that. So he already knew he was going to leave. Now they jumping on it, trying to make it seem like Trump is mad at him and kicking him out. And everybody in the Trump administration is pissed at him. They trying to cause strife between Elon and Trump. And so then they got on the plane and they asked Trump, and Trump was like, I love Elon. He can stay as long as he wants. He said, but he can't because the law says he got to stay 130 days. He said, but hey, if we can figure out another way to keep him here longer, we'll do it. Trump was like, what you talking about, nigga? Me and Elon like this, bitch. Y'all trying to break us up? He's like, nigga, Elon is smart. I like having the smart people around. He's smart as shit. That's what he like. He want the smartest, richest dude in the world right next to him. Technically smart. He ain't the smartest nigga in the world, but he's the most technically smart nigga in the world, probably up there, or one of. And the richest nigga in the world, you definitely want him by your side. So he was like, nah, nigga, Elon ain't going nowhere. That's my nigga right there, cuz. So That's what I'm talking about. Don't let them break you up. So we'll see what happens. Elon, keep smashing on them. Don't let them make you bend the knee, man. Don't let them force you. You got 2 more months. I want you to go after Nancy Pelosi. I need to know how Nancy Pelosi. Yo, ET6, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the cash app. Appreciate you guys, man. Donating for my solar return fund. About to hook it up. When I'm eating my my salmon dinner at the restaurant, I'm gonna thank y'all. Give y'all a special thank you. So I want to see Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. Those are 2 people. The 2 people I need to see smashed on. I need you to go after those 2 motherfuckers specifically. And, excuse me, and what's her name? Pocahontas. I need to see Pocahontas, Chuck Schumer, and Nancy Pelosi. How the fuck did they become worth millions upon millions while making $200,000 a year? We need to know. And they said, and Nancy Pelosi said, well, my husband does all the investments. It's not me, it's my husband. Wait a minute. Your husband is in real estate. He don't know shit about stocks. So how the hell are you beating Warren Buffett by 30% every goddamn year? Warren Buffett, the greatest stock investor of all time. Warren Buffett is the greatest stock investor of all time, but you beating Warren Buffett by 30% every goddamn year? Get the fuck out of here. She full of shit. So go after Nancy Pelosi, Elon. I want to see it. But I think the CIA, whoever's embedded in the CIA and hiding all that shit, they're gonna fight against him trying to find that shit out. Because it's some stuff that the CIA knows. We're gonna go and get into it in a couple of these stories, but the CIA is hiding too much to let Elon sift through all of it. I just don't believe they're gonna let him see it all. But we'll see. Moving along. So everybody's out here tripping about Trump's tariffs. The stock market then crashed, then took a fucking nosedive off a goddamn cliff. You had money in stocks in your 50 in your 401, your 401s or whatever. Sorry, guys. Y'all woke up this morning. Y'all woke up yesterday or after what do you call it, the day of liberation, and the stock market took a tumble. But he said it was gonna take a tumble. He said that shit was gonna take a tumble. If you invested in stocks, see, this is why I like investing, but I hate gambling. I'm not a gambler. So I knew this was coming, so I made some moves quick. I made some moves early. But this is supposed to happen. So a lot of people don't understand what Trump is trying to do. So the stock market is selling off because they want to get, a lot of it is on purpose. Because they say the behind the scenes story is they're uneasy because they don't know what Trump's tariffs are going to look like. He hasn't really laid it out and how long he's going to do it. Sometimes he tells people he's going to give people's tariffs and then he doesn't, and he backs off the tariff. So they're saying the unstable, the volatility of his tariff, his whole tariff thing campaign, the volatility of it is causing the market to go crazy. But that's not it. A lot of these cats are on Wall Street are mad at Trump because he's not for them. He's not about, this is a long-term game. So you have what they call Wall Street and Main Street, right? So Wall Street, stock market, stockbroker, white collar motherfuckers. Then you got Main Street, or the blue collar cats, right? So Trump is all about the blue collar cats right now. He wants to bring manufacturing back to America. After NAFTA, people don't even know. This is crazy. When I heard this number, I was like, woo, what the fuck? So after NAFTA, the was it North American Trade Alliance or whatever, that Bill Clinton, he signed in. So after that shit, because that shipped out all the manufacturing jobs to different countries. They said, all right, well, we'll create, that allowed a lot of American companies to go to other countries and set up factories and build products for America for a lot cheaper, right? So they shipped all the goddamn the jobs, the labor out to all these different countries and broke them and made America poor. So that's what did away with the American dream, is when they shipped all the jobs out, right? So a lot of people don't know that 90,000 what is it? Manufacturing plants. 90,000 manufacturing plants shut down after NAFTA in America. 90,000. Millions of people lost their jobs. And they went to China and India and Pakistan. That's why when I call the DoorDash customer service, hello, yes, miss, may I help you, please? Yes, yes. Who are you? I am Ricky. I am Ricky. Yes, I am Ricky. What, how may I help you, sir? You made an order? What did you make? You made an order from, let me see, from Burger Lounge. Yes. Like, nigga, who are you from? My name is Ricky. Nigga, you don't sound like a Ricky, motherfucker. You sound like a Neelish Patel. You sound like a Neelish. Or I had a homeboy named Neelish Patel back in the day in grade school. Back in the day. What up, Neelish Patel? You sound like a Patel though. You don't sound like goddamn Ricky, my nigga. So that's why all the jobs are. That's why you hear a Patel when you call for customer service. when you looking for customer service for any goddamn company now, that's why you get Neelish and not Daryl. But Trump is bringing manufacturing jobs back to America, and it's going to take time. That shit's not going to happen overnight. He said, yo, when I do these tariffs, this shit is going to be a down period for a minute. Now, everybody think he don't know what the hell he's talking about, but Trump has been talking about tariffs for 40 years. 40 years. There's clips of his nigga 40 years ago talking about how America was getting raped on tariffs. All these other countries, how they charge us a bunch of money to bring our goods into their country, or they don't even let American goods into their country. But then America doesn't charge anybody, most of these countries, anything. They just let people have open market. And so Donald Trump was like, why the fuck are we doing that? We the biggest economy. Why are we not charging people to have access to us? That's stupid. The reason they did that is because when America started doing that, some countries they owed because they did military damage in their countries, like Vietnam and all those places like Germany and all these different places. So, they did a lot of damage. They did a lot of damage in these different places. So they said, all right, we'll let you charge us tariffs, and so you can build the coffers back up. Y'all some broke ass niggas, we rich. You can charge us tariffs and build up your economies. But that was like 50, 60 years ago. Like, nigga, how much you don't get? That shit is over, nigga. Like, nigga, how long are you supposed to keep the goddamn tariffs on, nigga? It's a track meet now. Fucking China, China's looking back at us like, thanks for the tariffs, my nigga. China done sped on past us, nigga. Like, we like, hey, come back, motherfucker. China like, yeah, bitch, thank you, my nigga. These niggas done took the fuck off. They Speedy Gonzalez Roadrunner and shit. We like, hey, nigga, come back here, nigga. So that's what Trump is doing with the tariffs. He trying to pull niggas back. He doing the Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Come here. Get over here. So he's trying to pull them back. They getting too far out with our help, with America's help. That's the only reason they are ahead of us, or ahead of America, is because America has allowed them to rape America's economy, or grape America's economy for so goddamn long. Like, why are you doing that? There's no reason. No one has an actual logical reason why America should be letting the other countries do that shit. When I said, well, there's a trade deficit. Most of these countries buy more from America than we buy from them. So what? So goddamn what? I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't want to hear that bullshit at all. They still want to be in the American market. So if you want to be over here, sorry, my nigga, you charging tariff. Now, if you don't want to charge tariffs, just take that shit off. Nobody will charge tariffs, and then we all good. But if you want to charge American tariffs, you getting charged. That's how that shit is going. And most people don't understand that's what's going on. But to offset the shit, he got $7 trillion in manufacturing to come back to America. See, this is what people don't see, the other side of what's going on. Not only is he charging tariffs, that's going to help offset a lot of the taxes, which is crazy. He's trying to get rid of taxes, but that's going to help offset a lot of the taxes. Then this nigga has $7 trillion in manufacturing. All these car companies are coming back to America to build cars, which is going to be hundreds of thousands to millions of jobs. So these niggas are going crazy trying to say this nigga Trump is crazy, and all the Republicans, the Democrats, I told you so. I told you so. This is what you was gonna get. There's Kamala. She done popped her ass up. Her drunk ass done popped up with a goddamn bottle of Hennessy. I told y'all so. I told you, nigga. And I told you, nigga. You know, y'all didn't try to believe me. But when we was up there, I told you that nigga was gonna go crazy. Back up, nigga. I told you, goddamn. I did not tell you Trump was gonna go crazy. I told you. She like, bitch, if you don't take your ass back to the bar and sit your ass back at the bar, we ain't trying to hear nothing you got to say. The fuck, she done jumped out. She doing it's crazy. Literally, just since Trump did the tariffs and the stock market crashed, she popped her head back up. Oh, hey, I told you. Didn't I tell you? I told you. Didn't I tell you? Like, bitch, shut your ass up. Nobody trying to listen to you. He's so full of shit. So they trying to scare motherfuckers, and it's going to take about at least 6 months to see what's going on. They not like Trump hasn't even instituted a budget yet. They still working off Biden's budget from last year. So they like he hasn't even touched the economy. Hasn't started to touch the economy yet, but they'll let the Democrats tell it. This nigga is in full control of the whole economy, and this shit is going to hell. But you got actual businessmen running the country right now who knows what's going on, not politicians who don't know shit about how to, balance budgets and offset this and move. And they don't know none of that shit. All these politicians who are talking crazy, none of them know how to have ever run a successful business ever in their life. None of them. But Trump has successful business people running the government right now. So we'll see how that works. Moving along, there's something called the hands-off protest that's happening today. As y'all been seeing it, it's going on against Trump and Musk. Planned across the U.S., 1,200, apparently 1,200. So this is the story. Opponents of President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk plan to rally across the U.S. on Saturday to protest the administration's actions on government downsizing the economy, human rights, and other issues. So these niggas, I told you, this is the game plan. They can't do anything. So the psyop is to just turn the whole public against Trump and Elon with misinformation. Remember, they was shitting on misinformation and disinformation. No, they're not doing that now. Elon's an NZI, no proof. Elon's gonna cut Social Security, no proof. Elon's gonna cut Medicare, no proof. Elon's gonna cut. First of all, Elon ain't even in charge of the goddamn government. He only making suggestions. He only in there finding shit and making suggestions, and they're the ones who cutting it. But no misinformation. They ain't talking about that shit now, right? So, you got more than 1,200 hands-off protests are planned for today. So more than 1,200 hands-off demonstrations have been planned by more than 150 groups. That's crazy. 150 groups. This is definitely planned and paid for behind the scenes. This is organized like a mug. This is absolutely organized. 150 groups. Come on, man. And all of y'all are mad at Elon. For what? What the fuck did he do? You can't point to not one damn thing he did. There's somebody who went to the protest and he went through the crowd and he was asking, why are you mad at Elon? Because he's an asshole. But what did he do? He's cutting Social Security. No, he absolutely said he's not going to cut Social Security. He's lying. Like, what do you mean he's lying? What proof do you have that he's like this is just nigga? They are out of control, insane. This is pure hysteria, and that's what they want. They want hysterical backlash, uncontrollable hysterical backlash going back at Trump and Elon. They want to cause some type of crazy, you know, because it's the summer's coming. And niggas get more riled up when it get hot. So they want to cause some type of crazy shit, domestic shit going on. That's really what they want. They want turmoil and strife going on in America because it'll be blamed back to Trump. That's really what they want. They don't want America to get along and all the rest of that shit. They want everybody going crazy because it'll go back to Trump and the Republicans, and you won't elect another Republican after Trump. That's really what it's about. And getting more Democrats in 2026 in the election. So it says, so more demonstrations have been planned. 1,200 hands-off demonstrations have been planned by more than 150 groups, including civil rights organizations, labor unions, what? LGBTQ plus advocates, veterans, and fair elections advocates. This is some straight bullshit. What are y'all doing? The protests are planned for the National Mall in Washington, D.C., state capitals, and other locations in all 50 states. Trump has promoted his policies as being in the best interest of the U.S., which they are, ultimately. Now, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, but because America was artificially inflated on the government jobs. The government should not be a jobs program. America is a capitalist society, meaning private business. Private business is what funds and propels America, not the government. It was only supposed to be a small government with 10 square mile radius. It wasn't supposed to have much power at all. But they've turned it and taken it and usurped the government. A lot of you know, robber barons and rich motherfuckers, they have taken it and grown the government so huge, it's become its own monster. And there was really no way to take it down. This is probably the only way it could have been taken down is with these two crazy motherfuckers. These two Down syndrome, you know, Asperger's having motherfuckers. That's the only two people who could have taken this monster down. This is how the universe works it. The only two, because they were seen as allies to this group. If they were outsiders coming in, they would have saw them coming along a mile away. But they were insiders, and they were at the top of the game on the inside. They weren't some lowly, you know, little minions trying to get ahead. These two niggas was at the top of the game, and they looked around and said, "Nigga, this is some bullshit." The fuck? This is some bullshit. And because I honestly believe their Asperger's plays a part in this, them not being able to go along with the flow. They make their own way. They have again, because I've had experience with this. My ex-girlfriend's father. We was together for 8 years. I had 8 years of a nigga with Asperger's. So I know these niggas, man. They are off the cuff. They don't follow nobody. They niggas is out there. But they have major moments of sanity though. Like major moments of sanity, and then all of a sudden, nigga, they'll just come out of left field. What'd you say? Wait, what the fuck did he just say? And you be like, holy shit, what the fuck did he just? That's them niggas. That's Asperger people. So trust me. Never said anything crazy to me though. That was the dopest shit. This nigga never said that nigga fucking love me. Never said anything crazy to me. But if we was at a restaurant, this motherfucker would say the craziest shit to waitresses, bus boys. Shit. This nigga was insane. So that's who you got in the government right now. Two crazy cats with Asperger's that they couldn't control, and they are tripping out about it, that they've lost control. And this is the only way you could really change and flip the government. You could revamp the government is with these two cats. It says protesters are assailing the Trump administration move towards fire. Protesters are assailing the Trump administration's moves to fire thousands of federal administration field officers, effectively shutter entire agencies, deport immigrants, scale back protections for transformer people, and cut federal funding for health programs. Ultimately, Trump is defunding the whole corrupt deep state and the bought-off politicians who run it. So this nigga is taking them down. Shut him down! Shut him down! Shut him down! Shut him down! Hey, get him, Trump! Shut him down! Shut him down! He mashing on them, y'all. And they can't handle it. So, like I said, we'll see where this goes. Elon better get major protection. That's all I know. He said, defund the Skittles. That's right. Defund the Skittles. That's hilarious. Eric Strickly, appreciate you. He says, for Asperger's, the Asperger's is hilarious. He said he can't stop laughing. That's real shit, man. Oh, man, dude, I had to deal with that shit for 8 years. This motherfucker would just be up and say the craziest shit. Like, he'd be like, like somebody would be like handicapped or some shit. It'd be crazy. He'd be like, why is her arm like that? He say it all loud. We sitting at the table and shit. He say this shit about somebody at the, why is her arm like that? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong with her arm? Why is her arm like that? Then he look over at the other table and ask, hey, why is her arm like that? What happened? He like, hey, motherfucker. Like, he ain't with us. Well, we found him outside. He looked like he needed a meal. He came in with us. You had to do that every now and then. This nigga would be bugging people and shit. Hey, like, nigga, shut your ass. Niggas with Asperger's, boy. Whoo. They some funny motherfuckers. Hilarious. So, moving along, funny as fuck. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get a chance to be around cats with Asperger's, though, it's fun. It's fun when they just let one of them fly, and them crazy thoughts fly. Oh, that shit's great. As long as it ain't directed at you. Let me say that. These are great. As long as they don't go right at you. They don't come right at you, you good. So, find an Asperger person and have some fun. Moving along. So, did you see the melanated high school student, Carmelo Anthony, no relation. You can see who his dad loved as a basketball player. He stabbed a Caucasian student in the chest for trying to make him leave the stands at a track meet. Now, Caucasian conservative world is going crazy. They done blasted everything. They have blasted and just tried to destroy this young kid. 17. Both of them were 17. No, I think maybe one was 16 because the melanated kid was older. He was a year older. I think he was a senior, and the Caucasian kid was a junior. So, so they going crazy on every conservative damn channel, blog. You got the young brother with his mugshot plastered with a picture of him holding an AK-47, right? So this is what they always do. When a nigga is in the thing, when niggas in the news or some shit, they always go try to look through his history and try to find some fucked up shit, right? This is what they do. So they found a picture of him posing with an AK-47 and him flipping off the camera on Instagram. So comes out that it was a costume, it wasn't a real AK-47. These niggas AK-47s aren't legal, just so you know. You ain't supposed to have an AK-47. So if he was a kid holding a real AK-47, he'd be in jail. ATF would be in his ass, right? So not a real AK-47. So but you can't tell them that. They plastered this nigga's face, his mugshot, with the AK-47. Right, side by side, right? And so then they come out and they talking about every time a black person it's always the black person, this is their nature, right? This is the nature of the black person, just to be violent and stab somebody and this and that. And what's the problem? Why do you have to be like that? So then it comes out. So the story they're trying to push is that the yo, Sharice Reed, appreciate you. Thank you for the cash app. So Sharice, you got me going. Sharice Reed, she told the motherfucking niggas down. But no, damn, girl, you made me lose my thought. My train of, hold on, let me see. Damn. Okay, so the narrative of the Caucasian people. So they're trying to say that, so it came out that he grabbed, so what happened? Well, let me give you the story. So it was a track meet, it was raining. They have these tents out over the bleachers. The brother was sitting in the opposite team's tent, right? He was sitting in the opposite team's tent. So the football player, who's not even a track dude, the brother is he's on the track team. But the football player is not on the track team, but they happened to be there that day. We'll get into why they were there. But they happened to be there, and they saw the brother sitting under the wrong tent, according to them. And they told him he was sitting in the wrong tent and he needed to leave. And they tried to punk him and make him leave. And so the story that they're trying to push is that he had his backpack with him, and he grabbed his backpack. The white dude, the Caucasian football player, grabbed his backpack, and then he reached in his backpack and pulled out a knife and stabbed him for grabbing his backpack. But that ain't what happened. The actual story, though, that and the newspapers are telling this, not the Caucasian podcast, but the newspapers, they reporting that what happened was he told him to leave, and the brother told him, no, I ain't leaving. And he jumped up and they stood up and he put his hand in his bag and he said, make me leave. And he said, touch me and see what happened. And so the dude pushed him, and then he pulled out the knife and stabbed him. But that's the story in the newspaper. But according to people who were there, the kids who were there, they said it goes beyond that. The two brothers, the two Caucasian dudes, are bullies. Now, allegedly, this is allegedly, according to the students that were there. So the two Caucasian twin brothers, they're bullies. And they had gotten to a altercation with the dude a couple of weeks before that, where they smashed homeboy's phone and stomped his phone out. Then had gotten to it was at a party, at some type of party that happened. And they got into a confrontation with the brother. They took his phone and smashed his phone and stomped it out. Then they got into it with his girl. Sometime after that, they got into it with his girl. And then, this had nothing to do with the Caucasian dudes, but the week before that, his homeboy got killed. So this dude he's going through all of that, right? So he deals with these cats. These cats are probably known bullies according to the students at the school who know what was going on. And these cats, when they went in there, they told him to leave. They tried to punk him and pushed him, and it was 2 against 1. And they was trying to push him, and they was mashing on him, and he pulled out the knife and stabbed him. Now, when the police came, they said he ran at first, but then he gave up, and he told them, he said, yeah, I did it. He said, yeah, I did it because they put their hands on me. He put his hands on me. So now, again, the Caucasian people, I don't care. And you can't stab someone over a seat. This is what they're trying to act like it was over a seat. This dumb nigga just didn't want to move, or he was trying to get moved out of his seat. Now, again, let me say, even if it was for a seat, why the fuck does the brother have to get up and move? He don't own that he don't own them bleachers. He don't own that school. He not a goddamn security guard. He not a teacher. If you want him to leave, which he has every right to be there, no matter whose tent it is, he can be under any tent he want. And also, he has friends on the other track team. It's not just like he's an enemy of the team. He has friends on the other track team, which is why allegedly why he was over there. So these kids, you don't get to make somebody leave because you want to. You don't get to punk somebody and get somebody up. And then when the brother don't leave, he in the wrong because he didn't let the white dudes punk him and get up and leave. I don't care, but I don't care what happened. A chair and grabbing your bag is nothing to stab, but it ain't that. First of all, you shouldn't be trying to punk nobody. And when you do, when you take it upon yourself to initiate the goddamn aggression upon somebody, you can't say how they retaliate. You can't do that. If I choose to haul off and punk somebody who ain't doing nothing, who's just sitting there, not doing a goddamn thing, then it's my karma, whatever comes back on me from that. Because, again, dude might have been scared. He'd been getting punked. He'd been in the altercation with them cats, according to the reports from the kids, for a couple of weeks. So he and his dude and his boy just got killed the week before that. So this nigga probably was scared as shit. Talking about why did he bring a knife to the track meet? He probably was scared as fuck. And anyone knows, and especially a lot of fighters, if you're a fighter, you know the most dangerous opponent is the scared opponent. They're the most dangerous person to try to take out, the scared dude, because they're gonna do anything. You have no idea what they're gonna do, and they'll do anything to survive. You have no idea, and they'll do anything. So this dude was scared. And it was a bunch of them cats they were trying to punk, and they all around him. It's him by himself. What are you supposed to do? Just get up and run like a little bitch? That's what these Caucasian people think. He's supposed to get up and just walk away and run like a little bitch. Fuck that. He don't got the obligation to get up and leave because these punk ass motherfuckers told him to leave. Now, again, I don't want to disparage these cats, but if you the bully and you trying to make somebody leave, that's your fault. Now, the kid didn't deserve to die. Absolutely not. The brother was over emotional for sure. But you have to gather up why he was so emotional at the time. All of this stuff had gone down before. And then the reports come out about it, and then the Caucasian people, they're like, no, that's bullshit. He didn't do that. He didn't do anything. Yes, nigga, all the kids are saying, and there's video, they're saying there's video of the kid of the kids bullying, the two twins bullying people. And then you got these coon This is why I'm wearing my coon Cajun shirt today, because you got coon Cajuns like Jason Whitlock and a lot of these black conservative channels trying to cape for the Caucasian dude, talking about if it was the other way around, if the white dude had stabbed the brother, that you wouldn't hear nothing about it. That's bullshit. You would hear all about it, and all you would hear about it is that it was self-defense. If the Caucasian dude stabbed the brother for the brother pushing him first and trying to punk him and telling him to leave, he doesn't have to leave. He doesn't own those stands. Who does he think he is? He don't own those fucking stands. He doesn't have to leave for you. You don't have the right to tell him to leave. That's what they would be saying. But right now, they're trying to act like the brother was supposed to get up and leave. And the motherfucker was a huge-ass football player, too. He was bigger than the dude. So you don't get to motherfucking be bigger than somebody and then punk the shit out of them and then act like they ain't supposed to fucking retaliate. Was his retaliation too extreme? May have been. But probably not for the shit that he had been dealing with all week. Or for the last 2 weeks. You can't tell him that in his mind. And especially apparently he was telling people about it and nobody did any damn thing. So when you don't do anything, when children are getting bullied and punked and all this and that, and you don't do anything, you don't handle your job as a school, then you leave it upon these children to take it upon themselves. And this kid was scared and he made a bad choice. He made the only choice that he thought he could make, though. And they went, why did he bring a knife to school? Why are you bringing a knife to a track meet? Why are you bringing a knife to school? Motherfucker, niggas have been bringing knives to school since Fonzie. Since Happy Days, motherfucker. Fonzie was pulling out switchblades on motherfuckers. What are you talking about? Knives at school is not a fucking brand new thing. Sunday, Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. Weekend come, the cycle home. No. That was my show. What up, Fonzie? The Fonz is my shit. Had a little Fonz bike when I was a kid. My first bike was a little Fonz bike with some training wheels. With Fonz on it going, hey. Shout out to Henry Winkler. But it's been knives in school since Fonzie. And they trying to act like he brought a knife to school. Yeah, motherfucker, if you getting punked and you getting bullied, and this big ass football player's doing that shit, yeah, you're probably gonna. And then this is the bucked up thing. Remember I said when the kid got arrested, first of all, they arrested him and charged him with murder. Murder! They charged the kid with murder. It was self-defense again. So when you push somebody, even if he just pushed him and they weren't trying to beat him up or whatever, if you push somebody, that is assault. You have assaulted that person and they can defend themselves after you've touched them in a manner that they don't want to be touched. That person can then defend themselves. Yeah, that was in Texas. It happened in Texas. Yeah, it happened in Texas. So even if you push them, you don't got a right to be touching people. You don't got a right to tell somebody to get out of to leave the bleachers. That ain't your job. And also, why you could have did the opposite. If you saw him there sitting there, why couldn't you have been a friend to him? Why couldn't you have squashed the beef and say, yo, man, you good? What's popping, dog? You good? You straight? You need it? You could have did those things. Why couldn't you have been nice to the dude? I love how they act like, oh, he had a right to just be a bully and kick him out of the damn bleachers because he was under the wrong tent. No, you could have been nice to him and just talk to him. No, not that. He had a right to put his hands on him and take him and push him and take him out. But he had a right to do it. Okay, well, don't say nothing when the motherfucker gets stabbed. That's how the shit goes. When you touch people the way they don't want to be touched, you can't say how they cut you back. That's how that works. Now, again, I teach self-defense. And my whole thing is always never start fights. I always teach people also to walk away from fights if you can. Even avoid a fight, even if you may get hit first. I always tell people that. If you get hit, if you get touched first, but it's not in a way that actually hurts you, I always tell my students, try to find a way to not fight. Even if they touch you in a way that you don't want to be touched, but it didn't hurt you, still try to find a way not to fight. And that's because most people who know how to fight, they know they can do real damage. They can do real damage. So most people who know how to fight, you'll find that they won't fight a lot of the time. They won't fight because they know what they can do. And they'll do everything in their power not to fight. So, but when you're a bully, you want to flex and show people that you are harder than you actually are. You're trying to flex. You're trying to make people think that you some type of gangster. And it's the bully who, when they meet a real G, somebody like me, you try to bully somebody like me, and you get your ass haberdashery. So, again, I do not have any, there's no good feeling for what happened to the kid. That's a terrible thing. I feel for his dad. His dad knows what happened. His dad knows his sons are bullies. Because, then this is what I was about to say. So when it came out, when they arrested the kid and they took the picture, his mug shot, and took it next to him with AK-47, right, trying to show that he's this bad kid, he's all about guns and he's an evil kid. They didn't show the twins. They got pictures with guns too. Way worse. They got fucking AK-47. One looked like an M16. It's three kids, the two twins and another kid, and they're both, one is holding an AR. I think one is holding an AR. I think the other is holding an AR with a suppressor. I don't know if that's actually what it is, but then the other one looked like an M16. They all holding hella guns. One, he got his he got his face painted in camouflage. It looks like blackface, but it's actually just camouflage. So, but you don't see them pictures every goddamn where. No. And then it comes out, the football player was a 4.0 student. He was a Christian. He went to church every Sunday. He had dreams of going to college. He had dreams of going to college. He was going to college, a 4.0 student. Okay, well, the brother also was a straight A student. He had a 3.7 GPA, and he had 2 jobs. He was a good kid, too. But no, he's an evil nigga. They want to post a picture of him with the fake AK-47. And then don't tell you. See, they looked at his whole history and they saw, oh, this nigga he actually was a good kid. The only thing they could find was the AK-47 bullshit. But don't want to tell you that he's a straight A student, 3.7 GPA, going to college also. He's a track star and a football star. He's both. He's a star on both. He has a track star and a football star. So this is the bullshit. These Caucasian people are full of shit. They done tried to take up the victim lane All of a sudden, they become the most victimized motherfuckers in the world. When that happened? When did Caucasian people who've destroyed more shit than anybody in the universe and still in power destroying shit, when did they become the goddamn most victimized people in the world? When did that happen? In the last 4 years since they tried to implement, or 5 years since they tried to implement this DEI shit, Caucasian people think that they can just take the mantle of most victimized person in the world. Caucasian men specifically. These niggas think they the most victimized motherfuckers in the world. When you still control every goddamn thing, you still plastered all over TV every fucking where. You still committing all the goddamn, most of the atrocities in the world. Ain't nobody else launching nukes, motherfucker, and missiles on people. That actually has any damage, that's doing any damage. So I don't want to hear this bullshit, motherfucker, about you the most victimized motherfuckers in the world. This is bullshit. You're still taking people out. You're still the most control. You still control the whole goddamn world and still doing the most bullshit. Sorry for that little kid, that young kid, the football player, for sure. But when you're a bully like that, I have no love for bullies, man. Dude, I got so two things that I don't hate them the most, but I have really low respect for is bullies and people who don't stick up for themselves. So just those are the two sides of the same coin. I hate bullies, but almost as equally, I think maybe even more, I hate a person who allows themselves to be bullied, who won't stick up for themselves. Because as soon as you pick up a brick and knock a bully upside the head, this nigga ain't gonna bully you no more. Most people don't know that. Look at Friday. Friday was that whole movie Friday was about the bully. And picking up if the bully gets too much of a bully, you pick up something and knock the shit out of him with it. you pick up the closest thing and try to knock his whole head off with that shit and let him know that ain't popping no more. Again, go look at the movie Ender's Game. That's a dope ass movie, Ender's Game. At the beginning of the movie, when this Ender with the little kid Ender was getting bullied by another little fat ass kid, he was trying to punk him. And he said, "All right, nigga, I'll fight just you. What's up?" Because he had a whole bunch of his boys around. And he was trying to punk him with all his boys. Ender was like, "Nigga, just me and you. What's popping?" And the fat dude was like, "All right, nigga, what's up?" Because Ender was a little skinny kid. He was very skinny and small. So the fat dude thought he had him. Ender turned around and grabbed some shit off the table and said, "What?" Knocked that nigga upside the head and then continued to stomp the shit. Bow, bow, motherfucker, bitch ass nigga, motherfucker, bow. He stomped the shit out of him and kept on stomping. Nigga ordered some goddamn DoorDash and shit. You know, have a burger with fries. Give me a goddamn soda. Yeah, give me a... This nigga was stomping and ordering. This nigga was stomping his ass off. You know why? Because when you beat the shit out of a bully and you beat him to the inch of his life, you ain't ever got to worry about him no more. That's what they asked him in the movie. The teacher asked him, why you beat the shit out of him like that when he was already down? He said, because I didn't want to ever have to deal with that motherfucker no more. That's why. If I beat the crap out of him like this now, this nigga know he'll nigga piss on himself every time I turn the corner. You goddamn right. So that little kid should have never put his hands on that brother. Sorry that he's gone, but the dad should have taught him better. And that's why the dad came out and said, I don't want this to be racist, because the dad knows what happened. The dad knows his son started it. So he tried to come out and say, you know, the kid messed up his life. Our lives are messed up. His life is messed up. I don't want any more backlash on him and all that and that. Yeah, because the kid was defending himself from your son. Excuse me. And so you don't really want to you don't want that to come out and that to be the story. So yeah, leave the kid alone. Because if that really starts to come out and it really starts to be some racist shit, and then the investigation comes out that your son really started it, and they start to get all the goddamn testimony from all the kids who were around, and that shit starts to come out, your son started the shit, and he had been punking the kid for weeks and weeks and weeks. He don't want that shit. So he come out, no racism. I don't want this to be racist. No, don't make this racist. It's not about racism. It's just two kids who had a bad idea. Okay. You better not make it racist. So, fucked up for both of those kids. Sad thing for both of those kids, man. Really is. So moving along, in Skittle news, in the UK, this is crazy. UK, they're just getting crazier and crazier. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the UK. I know y'all can't read this, but it's beware of Coon-Cajuns. Oh, I was saying, so the Coon-Cajuns, like Jason Whitlock, again, go look at Jason Whitlock. He was trying to say, why is there no, why aren't the football players coming out and talking back against this like they did George Floyd? And then he said, George Floyd died of an overdose while under Derek Chauvin's knee. He died of an overdose while just under his knee. Is that what happened, motherfucker? You fat fuck. Let me sit on your fat ass neck for fucking 10 minutes. I probably got to sit on your ass for like your neck for like 8 hours. Nigga, you got so much fat around that motherfucker. I wouldn't press, nigga, it wouldn't barely make a, my knee would barely fucking make an imprint through the first layer of motherfucking jelly donuts, nigga, in your neck. I would have to motherfucking do the Dusty Rhodes knee. With a fucking top rope knee on your ass a couple of times just to penetrate all the donuts around your neck, bitch. Fucking George Floyd died of a overdose while just under Derek Chauvin's knee. Get the fuck out of here. Died of a... Really? That's it? So, the Coon-Cajuns. Fuck all the... Beware of Coon-Cajuns. They're so full of shit. Jason Whitlock lost his damn mind. Why are the football players not speaking out? Because it was self-defense, bitch. That's why. It was self-defense. No matter if you think the self-defense was too extreme, well, keep your hands to yourself. Because if a white motherfucker had done that shit, they'd be screaming self-defense all day. Because it's known that white people, or allegedly, they'll say allegedly, white people are scared of black people. They have some deep-rooted fear of black people. So when they lash out against black people, it was because he was so scared. He didn't know what to do. He was just scared. But when the brother lashed out, you couldn't have been that. The brother, y'all can't be scared. You can't be scared of a white guy. No, that wasn't it. Well, that's what happened. And it's fucked up for both kids. Let me be clear about that. Both kids, it's fucked up for both of them and all the families and everybody. Fucked up for both of them. But that dad, the Caucasian dad, should have taught his sons better. You don't bully people. And again, where's the pictures of the Caucasian kid with the guns? I want to see that shit. If you got the brother posted with guns, show the Caucasian kid with his goddamn big ass AR-15s. I want to see that shit. Plastered every damn where. Otherwise, don't bring that shit up about the brother had a fake AK-47. These motherfuckers are posing with real guns. But the brother's the evil nigga. He got a fake gun. The nigga who posed with the fake gun is the evil motherfucker. The bully who poses with real guns and gets motherfucking repercussions because he's a bully. No, he's the angel. Because he's a straight A 4.0 student. Okay, fuck out of here. All right, moving along. Like I said, in Skittle news, UK, y'all's full of shit. Still, the UK is still with the bullshit. It's crazy. A toddler got kicked out of nursery school in the UK for being transphobic and homophobic to another alphabet child. Nursery school. Let me say that again. Toddler, nursery school. You know the ages? 2 to 4. 2 to 4. I'm gonna say that again. 2 to 4 years old. The toddler got kicked out. So this is the age of the children, 2 to 4, and they want us. So basically, they want us to believe that there are children. This is what it said: that children at that age who know they were gay. So this is what they're trying to make us believe. There are children at 2 to 4 who know they gay. And they know they gay. This is straight up, this is grooming like a motherfucker, y'all. This is grooming and indoctrination at its finest. And so then you're gonna ostracize one child so that they bow down to the ideology of another child. Or they bow down to your ideology. This is some bullshit. Again, this is the fruitopian, what is it? The fruitopianization, as I like to call it, the fruitopianization of America. The fruitopian mafia is crazy. They kicking out a two that was, I think it was 3. I think the little baby was 3. And they said it was homophobic and transphobic. Insensitive to other transformer or LGBTQ babies. How do you know that your baby is LGBTQ at 3? Can somebody tell me, how do you know that your baby is LGBT whatever at 3? Yo, it's 500 and something people in here, only 200 and something likes. Man, don't disrespect me up in here. I didn't have to be here today, goddammit. I wasn't gonna come. I'll cut this bitch off. Start my fucking vacation early. My solar return vacation early. My solar return ain't till Monday. I started early, goddammit. Hit the like button. That means take your shoes off. Please take your shoes off when you enter the dojo. Y'all know, don't disrespect my dojo, please. Don't disrespect my damn dojo. Hit the like button. Appreciate it. So, UK is on some, man, UK is tripping right now. They are arresting people for posting, reposting, what is it? Hate speech. Not even if you posted it yourself. If you repost something that somebody said on Twitter, you can go to jail. In the UK. Also Germany. What the hell is going on in the EU, man? 3-year-old get kicked out of nursery school because they probably called one of the babies who was trying to be non-binary, they probably called it a little boy or a little girl. Then get labeled as being transphobic at 3 years up. Man, this is insane. UK, you're gonna fall with this shit. There's no way that this can go on. This is against nature. No one's spirit is gonna be locked up like this, especially not now in 2025, nigga, where the world has experienced freedom for so damn long. You think you're about to just implement slavery and control over people at this point in time? No, nigga, that's not popping off. Yeah, the UK can EAD, straight up. Not the UK people, though, but the UK government. UK people are cool motherfuckers. I know a lot of UK people from the UK. They some cool motherfuckers, honestly. People from the UK, I ride with y'all. For sure. I fuck with people from the UK. They some cool people, honestly. But the government of the UK can EAD. So, oops. So moving along. Hold on. So moving along. Hold on. God dang it. So Trump, again, doing some good shit. Gotta tell you the good shit and the bad shit. So Trump ends woke transformer research and orders studies on regret of trans kids after mutilation. So I'll say that again. So this is the headline I'm reading. They don't always write the headline properly. So it says, Trump ends woke transformer research and orders studies on regret of trans kids after mutilations. So basically, he's like, we're not gonna fund any more transformer research. That's over. Transformer research is done. Then we're gonna fund research on the regret of people who have transformed after they do it, because there's no studies on that. There's barely any studies on that. On how you feel. Do you regret your decision to transform at that age, so young, before you knew what the fuck was going on in the world at all? So he's going to do studies on that. So shout out for that. That's where the money should be going, because they keep trying to fund these studies. Because this is the story. Hold on. So this is the story. It says President Donald Trump has directed the NIH to study regret after transformer people transition, as he continues to clamp down on wokeness in government agencies. 2 weeks ago, Matthew Memoli, Matthew Memoli, who was acting NIH director at the time, sent an email that was obtained by Nature, I guess the publication, Nature. It outlined 2 areas of research the Trump administration wants to fund concerning the Transformer experience. The first focus is regret and detransition following social transition, as well as chemical and surgical mutilation of children and adults. And the second research request is is outcomes from children who have undergone social transition and or chemical and surgical mutilation. So the first focus is on regret, and then the second research request is outcomes from children who have undergone social transition and or chemical surgical mutilation. So kids in school who have been told that they were who were boys and then got to school and the teacher told them they was girls, or vice versa. Parent didn't tell them this. Maybe sometimes the parent, but mostly it's the teacher. It's the pink hair, purple hair, green hair teacher at school telling them, introducing this stuff to them. So the second research is going to be the outcomes of children after they've undergone this social transition. After they went to school, they was one thing, and then the school transitioned them into some other shit. And then, so this is going to be studies on that. And then also after either the parent tried to give them puberty blockers or, cut their stuff off. So again, shout out to the Trump administration for this. But Harry Barbie, who studies LGBT plus topics at Johns Hopkins University, says the decision to solely focus on the negative consequences of transitioning will only serve to support what transformer advocates call Trump anti-trans agenda. Yo, Ayana, appreciate you, girl. Appreciate you, girl. Put that on one of them French fries, girl. Put that right on one French fry. Hey, waiter, can you bring me one fry? Yeah. I appreciate you, brother. One fry. Thank you, brother. Wait, can you put a little sauce on that for me? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, Ayana. No, I gotta clown you, girl. I got to clown you, girl. That's how we do. You know who we is. Appreciate you, though. Appreciate you. So basically, they've been studying the negative trend. They've been studying. She said, yes, get some ketchup with that. With that change. Get some ketchup with that change. Appreciate you. Yeah, bring me a little hot sauce. Thank you, brother. I ain't got enough for 2 fries, brother. Just 1 fry and some hot sauce. Thank you. Appreciate you. But so they I gotta mess with you. Wait, what'd you say? He said, I love you. That's I love you too, girl. They've only been focusing on the positive, what they call positive. Bullshit, ain't no damn positive, but what they will say the positive aspects of transition that's all they've been focusing on. Now they're trying to say that since the studies is flipping, you're only focusing on the negative. But they're balancing the information. You've only been focusing on what you call the positive part of transitioning. Now we got to balance it out with the real information. The shit you trying to hide. Y'all trying to hide all this bullshit. Really, we know you're trying to hide it. So says estimates suggest there are 1.6 million transformer Americans in the U.S. That's 1.6 million. Goddamn. About 25% of them undergo gender-affirming surgery. Research has suggested these procedures reduce anxiety. See, this is the positive outcomes that research that they've been doing, right? The positive research, the fake positive research they've been doing has suggested these procedures reduce anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts. People you either want, what's the thing they use? You want a live you want to, so if it's a boy who's transitioning into a girl, they'll tell the parent, do you want a live daughter or a dead son? That, or then the vice versa. Do you know, if it's vice versa, the opposite. And this is how this is the emotional, blackmail. There's emotional blackmail is what they're doing. Come on, man. Pay for the surgery. Pay for the surgery, sir. Come on, you want a dead son? Be a live daughter. Dead son. What? But the surgery says the surgery is $100,000. Don't worry about the price of the surgery, sir. Your son is saying he wants to kill him. He wants to take himself out of the game if we don't give him tits. So we got to give him tits. Don't worry about how much it costs. Look, man, we'll put you on a nice payment plan. We'll get you on a $20,000 a year payment plan. So you'll be able to pay it off in what, good 5 years. $20,000 a year, 5 years. That's nothing. But you're gonna have a live daughter. Yeah, daughter. You're gonna have a live daughter. You don't want the dead son. Just saying. So sign on the dotted line, sir. Yeah, 100,000 right there. Yeah. 100,000 for the first. Yeah. 100,000. Yeah. Like, motherfucker. They're the only people who are keeping this alive is the medical industry. That's it. They're the only people who are keeping this alive is the medical industry. They're getting paid so much damn money, it's ridiculous. So they'll corroborate the positive research bullshit and say, yeah, it keeps them from taking themselves out. Yeah, give me another 100,000. Get right here. Get right here. Right here, buddy. Put it right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, come on. Put it there. Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you. Now, just go ahead. Roll your son or daughter or whatever the fuck it is. Roll it right into the surgery room right now. We're gonna take care of it. Yeah, this is real money, isn't it? Yeah, it's not counterfeit, is it? No. Okay, thanks. Yeah, roll them right on in there. Yeah, roll them right on in there. I'll be in there in a minute as soon as I finish counting. Yeah. Niggas start counting his money outside the surgery. Come on, he's in there. He's dying. Hold on. 10,000. This nigga going through the money. Beat your ass. Doctors need their asses beat. Every doctor who fucking confirms this shit allegedly needs their ass beat. We say that allegedly, every doctor who affirms this shit needs their ass beat. So, this is crazy. So check this out. According to an analyst by Barbie and their colleagues, fewer than 1% of transgender people regret their surgeries. Fewer than 1% of transformer people regret their surgeries, compared to 14% of all people who regret any type of surgery. Only 1% of transformers regret their surgery, while 14% of everyone else who gets any type of surgery regrets their surgery. Get the entire fuck out of here. This is such, boy. The NIH spends nearly $48 billion annually on medical research on topics ranging from cancer to diabetes, making it the largest single public funder of biomedical and behavioral research in the world. So that's crazy. $48 billion a year. That's what Fauci had to work with every year to destroy America, to destroy the world, really. $48 billion a year. That's crazy. So, man, shout out to Trump for again, Trump doing some good, man. Good shit, bad shit. Good shit, bad. This nigga's just all over the place. He's doing a whole bunch of good shit, but then a whole bunch of bad shit on his foreign policy. It's crazy. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. Moving along. Where'd it go? So moving along, a brave fencer. I don't know if you saw the fencer. There was the female woman, the woman who was fencing, and she bent the knee. She refused to fence against the transformer. It was a big ass transformer she had to go against. Motherfucker was huge. She said, I quit. she walked out on the thing. She looked at the motherfucker there. The motherfucker, hi, how you doing? You ready? You ready to get going? You ready to fence? Yeah, I've been practicing. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I quit! I quit! Nothing against you. Nothing against you. Okay? I quit! What's going on? What's going on, guys? Are we gonna fence? What's going on? No, we're not fencing today. That motherfucker bent the knee. She started doing knee spins with the captain and shit. She's like, y'all see me on this knee? Huh? She started doing knee spins. She's like, motherfucker, do you see me on this knee? Huh? Y'all. She was not about to do that shit. But she came out. And she said, well, first of all, shout out to her, because it's gonna be more, it has to be more women who stand up against the shit. You can't be standing there in front of a 9-foot motherfucker calling himself fucking Becky. Hi, Becky. How you doing? How you doing? It's been my dream. It's been my dream to fence all year. Yeah, it's been my dream for the last 2 weeks. Yeah. I saw it. I saw it on a TV show. Yeah. Like, hold on. Be right back. So she said that inside the fence game, who knew? There's a whole fence game. Who knew there was a whole fence game? But inside the fence game, she said that there's a whole movement, a whole transformer movement inside the fence game. So it says, female fencer disqualified for refusing to fight a biological male opponent has lifted the lid on the shocking pro-transformer culture at USA Fencing. Stephanie Turner, 31, was competing in a tournament at the University of Maryland when she took a knee. When she took a knee and walked out of her match against trans rival Redmond Sullivan, who was born a man. Yo, whoa. Yetta Justice, thank you for the solar return love. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, girl. Think about you when I hit that solar return dinner. That salmon, that solar return salmon. Oh, it's gonna taste good, girl. Thanks, appreciate you. But anybody else who want to hit me up. I appreciate you guys for the cash apps. Appreciate you for the solar return love. On Monday, solar return on Monday. I ain't doing nothing on Monday. You understand? Ain't nobody gonna be able to find me doing nothing. Not a damn thing. So Stephanie Turner was competing, but I read that part. So after refusing to compete, Turner was issued a black card by fencing officials, which suspended her from the competition. The controversial decision has sparked outrage on social media among users left dismayed by a female athlete being punished for choosing not to line up against a biological male. Okay, that's what the outrage was for. I thought the outrage, they were going to say the outrage was about her taking the knee. But no, it's about the backlash that she's getting for taking the knee. Like, now again, I don't know how much of an advantage a dude has in fencing, because that's a little more skill than actual physical power, physical force. But it does involve speed. So men are faster. However, having said that, men are technically faster. However, in small areas, women can be faster because they're lighter and quicker. So there's a difference between being quick and fast. Women they can be quicker, especially if they train. Women can be quicker, meaning, in a closed area, women can be first to the point, first to the spot in very small closed areas because they're tiny, they're smaller. They move better through air. They're much more aerodynamic, so they can move faster. And so that's why when they show fights on screen with women, the better fights are when women are using strategy, more like leverage and stuff like that, jumping and flipping, quickness and all that type of stuff, using their speed and agility and stuff like that to win, instead of trying to overpower a man. Where you see in the Marvel movies where Black Widow just be beating the shit out of grown ass 250-pound dudes and shit all the time. Now, I will say Black Widow does use the feminine flips and all that type of stuff also to take down the man, but in fencing, I don't know how much of a man has an advantage as far as that now, because you're not using strength. It's just you're gonna boom. It's quickness to the point. So, I think also like in fencing, men are not like the top rank. There are a lot of women or transformers who are in women fencing, but they're not top ranked, showing that it is more skill than actual force. Vanessa K, appreciate you. Thank you for the solar return love. Appreciate you, girl. Appreciate you. So it says, after refusing to compete, Turner was, I read that part. Despite the uproar, USA Fencing has issued a statement justifying its decision while supporting Sullivan. 20 years old. The dude was 20. Obviously the Generation Z, and the inclusion of trans athletes in women's sports. In an exclusive interview with Daily Mail, fencing star Turner revealed she has been scared to reach out to USA Fencing with her concerns, giving the pro-trans views of high-ranking officials within the governing body. So everybody in the governing body is for the trans folks, not for the women, but in women's fencing. They want all transformers in women's fencing. This is getting crazy, man. Now, it's a dude who's the head of women's fencing. Now, does he have some type of you got some type of fetish, my nigga? Huh? Is that what we saying? You want all ain't saying you want a lot of transformers holding a whole lot of long swords, my nigga. What the fuck's going on? Why you want a bunch of transformers holding swords around you? I don't know what that mean, y'all. Y'all can tell me. I don't know what it means when you want a bunch of transformers around you with long swords. Pause. But it probably is Diddy for him. He probably is Diddy. Probably no pause for him. So that was crazy. Shout out to that lady for fighting back, standing up, standing 10 toes down, standing on business. Don't let him punk you. But I want to know why the man head of the fencing, women's fencing, is pushing for transformers to basically fill up the fencing spots. Just something to ask, that's all. Dexter said, all Diddy. All Diddy, Dexter. That's all Diddy. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, buddy, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, brother. So, moving along. In the science and the weird, got a whole bunch of science news, so we'll see how fast we can get through this. It's crazy. Chilling declassified CIA files reveal aliens committed a revenge massacre after a UFO was shot down. Aliens had it, nigga. They said, fuck that shit, bitch. We about that business, nigga. So, apparently, this is a story. A bone-chilling document declassified by the CIA. See, this is what Elon and them have to deal with when they go take out the CIA. This is a document that came from the CIA. A story about aliens attacking soldiers. This is held by the CIA. Why the fuck do they have it? Why the fuck does the CIA have this? And when Elon goes in there and sets that AI algorithm on the whole goddamn thing, what is he gonna find all kind of shit. Aliens? Okay. Alien attack. Bone-chilling declassified. Okay. Declassified by the CIA has exposed an alleged massacre by aliens. Excuse me. A bone-chilling document declassified by the CIA has exposed an alleged massacre by aliens from a crashed UFO who turned an entire military unit into stone. They had the Medusa touch on these bitches. Anybody ever see Clash of the Titans? Clash of the Titans. Medusa. They did the Medusa on these niggas. Apparently. Let's see what happened. Oh shit. Now, I mean the first Clash of the Titans with Harry Hamlin, the 80s. That was really breaking off some stuff. It had Sumeria in it and everything. Oh man, y'all need to go. If you haven't seen the first Clash of the Titans, go watch that. Sumeria is the whole in the whole goddamn thing. They have the MOOR with the afro and shit. He's the head. He's the head of the king of the Moors or something, whatever. But he's the brother with the fucking afro and shit. Man, go watch the first Clash of the Titans. That's just all changed. I just watched it again a couple months ago. But according to the report, Soviet troops shot down a flying saucer hovering over the Soviet military unit in Serbia roughly 35 years ago. And what happened next was truly terrifying. In the document summarizing a 250-page top-secret file acquired by U.S. intelligence agents, eyewitnesses said 5 aliens climbed out of their wrecked craft. This is after being shot. They didn't initiate it. They were shot at first. They climbed out of their craft, combined themselves into one creature, exploded into an intense energy, and turned 23 soldiers into solid rock. What? Holy shit. Andre Thompson, appreciate you. Thank you for the solar return love, brother. CashApp. Appreciate everybody on the CashApp. That's CashApp Real Nagas, the number 9. If you want to donate some solar return love, some solar return salmon love. Appreciate you. Turned 23 soldiers into solid rock. They combined. Niggas just formed, Voltroned off. Nigga just merged and said, fuck these bitches. Boom! And exploded on them bitch ass niggas. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot the fuck you shooting down, bitch. Woo! Hey, man, look, don't be fucking around. One CIA official referred to the shocking battle as a horrific picture of revenge on the part of the extraterrestrial creatures. Revenge? It ain't revenge. They was self-defense. Why is it revenge? You shot them down. How they know you ain't gonna try to shoot them again? See, this is Caucasian people. Revenge. It ain't revenge. You shot them down. It's called self-defense, bitch. So a horrific CIA official referred to the shocking battle as a horrific picture of revenge on the part of the extraterrestrial creatures, a picture that makes one's blood freeze. The agency added that the extremely menacing case provided the aliens who visit Earth proved the aliens who visited Earth possessed weapons and technology far beyond the US government's assumptions, suggesting they were already aware of the aliens' existence. So these niggas basically said that, oh shit, we didn't know they could do that. Wait a minute. How the hell did you know they even existed? To not know that they could do that. God damn. This is the bullshit. These niggas is like, shit. We didn't know they could do that shit. Like, well, what do you know they can do? Huh? Mr. Government Man? What do you know they can do? We want to know that. What have you seen? So it says the unearthed document, classified in 2000 or declassified in 2000 was recently the topic of the AI or Evil podcast, where host Josh Hooper revealed that 2 of the soldiers at the UFO crash site actually survived the encounter. However, the 23 petrified soldiers could not be saved. That was a wrap. It's over. Done deal. Assalamu alaikum. Shouldn't have shot us down, bitch. Their remains and the debris from the spacecraft were reportedly moved to a secret research base near Moscow. Yo, Broderick Enoch, appreciate you. He said for you, for my crazy Aries ass. Damn right, baby. Can't be nothing else but crazy. I don't know why I'm like this, bro. But appreciate you, though. It says, an even more concerning detail of the CIA files is the description of the aliens reportedly involved in this massacre, who have been mentioned in UFO reports and sightings for nearly 80 years. They described the aliens, so here we go. The incident, which a Canadian newspaper believed took place between 1989 and 1990, was only uncovered by the CIA after the fall of the Soviet Union and its secret police organization, the KGB. Oh, hold on. Sorry. The CIA document explained that the alleged alien craft was flying low and quietly above the Soviet unit while they were engaged in a training mission. Officials wrote that for unknown reasons, the Soviet launched a surface-to-air missile at the UFO. See? Yo, Brandon Terry, appreciate you. Thank you for the cash app, bro. Thank everybody for the solar return cash app. Love, I appreciate you guys. So see, in here, they weren't even doing anything. They were just observing. The UFO was just observing, and the fucking Soviet Union shot a surface-to-air missile, a SAM. They shot a SAM at him and knocked him down, sending it crashing to the earth near the unit's position. According to the only 2 soldiers who survived, when the soldiers approached the craft, the 5 aliens freed themselves from the debris and came close together near the wreck. Moments later, the soldiers said the group of aliens merged into a single object. This is crazy, y'all. This is right out of a fucking sci-fi movie. Moments later, the soldiers said, this is out of the CIA too. This is a CIA fucking document. I saw the document. I read the actual document. If you go to Daily Mail, they have the document in Daily Mail, so you can take a picture and go. You can screenshot it and go read the actual document. So it says, moments later, the soldiers said the group of aliens merged into a single object that acquired a spherical shape. What? That acquired? So basically, or it says acquired, but I guess it resembled, I guess it took on a spherical shape. So they all merged and they became one giant ball, one giant sphere. Shit. So moments later, they merged into a single object that acquired a spherical shape. The simpler language, the aliens being somehow morphed into so basically in simpler terms, they morphed into a giant ball. That's when the new ball-like alien began to buzz and hiss before igniting into a brilliant white light. The ball began to buzz and hiss, and I guess they started sparking up some electrical power, and then they released into a brilliant white light. With the soldiers still looking on, the ball of light erupted like a giant flare of energy, turning 23 of the 25 Soviets into stone poles. Shit! Fuck around and find out again, bitch. Shoot us out the sky again, motherfucker. That's what that was. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. Shout out to Minister Society, Bill Duke. But that was their Bill Duke moment. And it says the report stated that the only reason the two men survived was because they were standing in a shaded area at the time of the alien energy blast. Holy shit. Testing of the soldiers' bodies showed the alien flare had somehow changed living tissue into a substance that closely resembles limestone. They turned these niggas into the pyramids. What? They turned these motherfuckers into pyramid stones. Hey, man. That's some you're right. That's some crazy work right there. Leonard DeYuta. God damn. They put in that real work right there. That's real. That's a real work right there. You ain't that. When I said I was talking earlier about how you beat a bully's ass so much that they don't ever want to come back on you, the ender game stomp out, that's what that was. That was right there. That was the ender game stomp. Motherfucker, don't you motherfucking shoot my goddamn motherfucking, don't you ever shoot my goddamn down out the sky. Stomping on these niggas. Shoot our plane out the sky again, bitch. Let's see what happened. Sorry. Turn to stone. Hey, I'm fucking with that. That's what you get, bitch. They weren't messing with nobody. They didn't shoot at you. They didn't do a goddamn thing. They were just sitting up there in the sky, minding their business, just watching. And you shot a goddamn missile at them? Well, you deserved it. The 23 people didn't do it. I don't know if the 23 people ordered the missile, but if y'all the ones who fired it, hey, thought that was crazy. So moving along, y'all go read that story. Go read the CIA report though. Go look at this actual CIA document and see all the shit that they have in there that they said would happen. That's just crazy. A ball of light, and it just whoa. Have you guys ever seen roller babies? Shout out to Corey Haim. I think it's Corey Haim. I think Corey Haim was in Roller Babies. But Roller Babies. Have you seen Roller Babies? No, it wasn't Corey Haim. No, Corey Haim is not. Is Corey Haim in that movie? Let's see. Roller Babies. So that was a movie with the dude, so from Lost Boys. It was the two people from Lost Boys. So have you seen the Lost Boys with the vampire movie, the lead girl and the lead guy? They were also in a movie called Roller Babies. Let me see. Roller Babies. So Roller Babies came out in, damn. No, where was it damn? It was like 80s. It was like 80s. What was it? Damn it. So, anybody put the movie, what year? 87. Thank you. 87. So in the movie, the movie's about water, and they was on a planet and they had no water. Water was scarce and shit. Like this was like a post-apocalyptic movie. No, not the 1976, 87. It came out in the 80s. It was in the 80s. So it had basically it was about the after post-apocalyptic where there was no water or whatever, and then these kids, they were slaves and they would be mining water, right? They would be mining and they would go back to their slave quarters, but when they were mining, they found a box with this sphere. There was a giant light ball in it, and the sphere was like an alien. It could talk. It could talk to, like, so a little kid found it. He couldn't hear. But when he found it, it fixed his hearing and shit. It could do all kind of crazy shit. And it would let out, when it defended itself, the ball would let out this giant light pulse. And it would defend itself like that. That's how it would fuck people up. So that right there, that's the same goddamn shit. It was like an alien type of ball. and it released this giant light emission, this electrical emission from the light. Man, go watch the movie, Roller Babies. He says, Kev seen some movies, boy. He got me by a mile. Solar Babies, not Roller Babies. Thank you. Not Roller Babies. Solar Babies. Goddamn. Goddamn it. Sorry. It's not Roller Babies. Solar Babies. Goddamn. Thank you. Who was that? WD. Thank you, WD. Solar Babies. That's it. Not Roller Babies. Solar Babies. So go check that movie out. And Solar Babies. He said, Kev fired. Well, you know how many goddamn movies I've seen in my goddamn life I done forgot about? I've seen more. I've forgotten more movies than you've seen in your life. So I didn't remember the goddamn first name. Solar Roller, same goddamn thing. But the reason I call them Roller Babies is because they're all on skates. That's why I said Roller Babies, because all the slaves, all the kids, they roll around on skates in the movies. That's how they get around, on skates. So that's why I called it Roller Babies. But Roller Babies is about the roller derby. That's a roller derby. I've also seen that movie. That's a movie about the roller derby and how the people smashing on you during the roller derby. Ladies, their lady roller derby and shit, and the ladies be smashing on you and shit. So I seen that movie too. But that's what it resembled. That's what it looked like. That's what I think it resembled to me. Is that ball of light thing. So moving along, robots are now as intelligent as humans. It says Killer Clowns. Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That was another movie. Yep. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But they say robots are now as intelligent as humans as AI officially passes the famous Turing test. So Alan Turing was the computer dude. They did the movie about him with the what was it? Was it the Beautiful Mind movie, or was it the I think it was either the movie. It's two movies about a mathematician. I forgot which one was Alan Turing. It's either A Beautiful Mind or it's the one with Benedict Cumberbatch, where they was working on the code, trying to decode the Nazi, trying to decode the German coding. I forgot the name of that damn movie though. But it's one of those. So Alan Turing was one of these dudes. He was a famous mathematician dude. So apparently though, his test was when you couldn't tell that a computer is a computer, then it's human. And so this is what they use for the movie. So I always go back to my movies, y'all. Goddamn right. This is why it's called Real Nagas. Movie reels. This is why I get my knowledge. So the Short Circuit. Short Circuit. So watch Short Circuit. And in the movie, the robot becomes real, and they give it a test. They give it a human test in the movie. It's like, so that's basically what it is, the Alan Turing test. Yo, Quates. Appreciate you. Thank you. It's Quates or Quates? I hope it's Quates. I'm sorry I'm messing up the name, but appreciate you. Thank you for the CashApp. Appreciate everybody. But Johnny 5. That's how they found out Johnny 5 was alive. So it says scientists at the University of California at San Diego reveal that 2 of the leading chatbots have reached a major milestone. Both GPT, which powers OpenAI's ChatGPT, and Llama. I never heard of this. Any of y'all ever heard of Llama? L-L-A-M-A. What is Llama? I guess that's a AI. Which is behind Meta. Oh, it's behind Meta AI. Okay. So Llama is behind Meta AI. On WhatsApp and Facebook have passed the famous Turing test. So the AI from ChatGPT and Facebook, they say, have passed the Turing test. Devised by British World War II codebreaker. So it is the World War II one. It's the movie with Benedict Cumberbatch, the dude who plays Doctor Strange. So he plays a mathematician called Alan Turing. So devised by the British World War II codebreaker Alan Turing in 1950, the Turing test or imitation game. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the movie. Imitation Game. That's the name of the movie with Alan Turing. The Imitation Game is a standard measure to test intelligence in a machine. An AI passes the test when a human cannot correctly tell the difference between a response from another human and a response from the AI. The results the results constitute the first empirical evidence that any artificial system passes a standard three-party Turing test, says the UCSD scientist. If interrogators are not able to reliably distinguish between a human and a machine, then the machine is said to have passed the test. Now, my question is, who's giving the test and what are they using for as the criteria for being human and alive? What are you asking the computers that you believe a human would give the same response for? And which human would give this same response? And would a person of higher consciousness give a different response that a computer cannot give? Would a person who's more spiritually connected give a different response that a computer cannot give? This is intelligence. So when you say that when they say that they gave a question or an answer that cannot be distinguished from a human or a computer, I'm saying that's bullshit. Because the people who create computers are spiritually inept. They're disconnected from the universe. They have a low spiritual consciousness. And so the questions that they would ask a computer are completely different from someone who's of a higher consciousness or spiritually connected. That knows what being human, what being alive is. The true essence of being alive, of life. They're not going to ask them that. Those computer people are not going to ask the computer that. So when they say that shit, I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bull crap. Calling bull. Let me ask it some damn questions. I promise you won't be able to answer my questions. I promise you. I promise you it's not going to be able to answer my question. Promise you that shit right there. Because I'm crazy as hell. So, can't answer my questions, you're not real. So, they tried to bring that out. Just had to bring that to you. They tried to tell you that computers have gotten smarter than you, and I'm saying, bullshit. So, moving along. But, let me say this. If you buy one of them damn robots, if you buy one of them damn robots from Elon or one of them other companies, you better watch out. Watch out. Just make sure if you change it in front of it, you put the damn mask over it. Ladies, if you got it, you put the damn blindfold over it. You turn it against the wall and shit. It may got cameras in the back of his head and shit. You just throw a whole blanket over it. You just throw it in the closet. Let's put it in the garage. How about that? Just put it in the garage. You know what? Just keep it outside. Just keep it outside. Don't even keep it. Let's put it all the way outside. Because you have no idea what that damn thing is going to do. Especially if it's constantly getting smarter. It'll never reach a level of consciousness, though. Can't do it. It's not connected to the source. It's not connected to the source. So it can't reach a level of consciousness that a human can. But they're going to try it. So moving along, still in the science and the weird. Another Egyptian Giza pyramid bombshell. Man, the Giza plateau has been tripping people out for the last month. This is changing the world. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. This shit is revived your boy over there, Billy Carson. This nigga done got a new goddamn life. Oh shit, they done found some shit under the pyramid. Oh shit, nigga, I'm back in the game, baby. I'm back in the game, baby. Look here, let me tell you something. Look here, I got my book, you know, my book, the Emerald Tablets, you know, I wrote the book 18,000 years ago, wrote my book, Emerald Tablets, you know what I'm saying? I got everything in here. Everything you want to know about that shit. I talked about this shit, nigga, 20 years ago. Nigga, it's been in here. I talked about this shit 20 years ago. Motherfucker, now, I'm the debunker of the debunkers. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody debunk me. I'm the debunkers of the debunkers. You try to debunk me, you can't debunk me. God damn it, I'm the debunker. Like, wait a minute, nigga, why are you so hyper, Billy, about debunking? Why are you so focused on debunking, Billy? You seem like you're holding on to something behind there, a little bit behind your chest. You're holding on to something, Billy. You want to get out? You want to get something out, Billy? Nigga, I wrote this book 20 years ago, nigga. It's the best book they ever created, you know what I'm saying? I put everything in here about Egypt that there's ever created, you know what I'm saying? Because I know everything about Egypt, you know what I'm saying? I'm the foremost nigga on Egypt. I'm the foremost nigga on all the shit around here, you know what I'm saying? I go to Egypt 5 times a week. Every time I go to Egypt, they say, hey, Billy, what you doing there, Billy? What's up, Billy? Come on, Billy. Come on in here, Billy. They got my room already inside the pyramid. You know what I'm saying? They got a special room for me inside the pyramid. You know what I'm saying? They got my bed set up. They got my refreshments and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's just how they treat me when I go to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was down and out, nigga, after that damn debate with the white motherfucker, Billy. Now all of a sudden you back. Hey, nigga, look here, nigga, this is Egypt. We ain't talking about Christianity. We talking about Egypt. I know everything. I'm the foremost nigga on Egypt. Wait, didn't you say? You was the foremost nigga on Christianity? Look here, nigga, we talking about Egypt. I go to Egypt 5 times a week, nigga. How many times I gotta tell you? I go to Egypt, nigga, 5. I'm in Egypt right now. What you talking about? I'm in Egypt right now, my nigga. What you doing? You in Egypt right now, Billy? Yeah, nigga, I'm right here right now. I'm under the pyramid right now. Okay, Billy. Got you, Billy. The revival. Billy's revival. I'm with you, Billy. Billy been revived, baby, since this pyramid shit popped off. Billy got an whole new game. I'm Richard, Billy. That nigga have me dying over here. So, Billy, this is a new development in the mystery of a purported city a purported city beneath Egypt's Giza pyramids could, if proven true, fundamentally reshape our understanding of human history. See, it's going down. They don't want this pop coming off. They do not want this coming out right now. So, Italian researchers told Daily Mail that not only are the shafts and chambers they found deep below the Khafre Pyramid 38,000 years old, but also the Giza complex. So again, they told the Daily Mail that not only are the shafts and chambers they found deep below the Khafre Pyramid 38,000 years old, but also the Giza complex. The Giza complex, consisting of the Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure pyramids, is widely believed to have been constructed around 4,500 years ago. They proposed a pre-existing civilization built the complex, but the group was destroyed around 12,000 years ago by a divine flood triggered by an asteroid impact that left only the pyramids as the surviving megastructure. So they say an asteroid hit the Earth, flooded everything, and so this goes on with the big giant flood shit, right? Excuse me, the whole flood thing that they talk about. So there's the whole big flood story. The story goes allegedly. Now, this is the Anunnaki type of stuff that they had to reset humanity. The Anunnaki had to reset humanity. So they caused the flood in order to reset humanity. Now, why did they do it? A lot of theories that a lot of the experiments that they had been doing to try to get to the human, because they didn't just make a human in 20 minutes and shit. They had to do a bunch of experiments to get to the human. And that's what you see when you see a lot of these different animals. You see a lot of these different animals that are, you'll see a a, a bull with a fucking duck head, or a spider with a goddamn monkey back, or monkey, all these different types of things. When you see in these ancient carvings, like in Göbekli Tepe and all these different places, these were depictions of the experiments that the Anunnaki were doing before they got to the human. And so they had all these different experiments. This is where you get the ancient lore of the centaur, the half man, half horse, and all half bull, and all the rest of it, the minotaurs and the centaur. And so the centaur is a half man, half horse. The minotaur is the half bull, half man. And so this is where you get all these stories from. And the Isle of Dr. Moreau and all the rest of that type of shit. So these were the experiments that the Anunnaki were doing on, to create the human. And then once they got the human, there was a bunch of these experiments still around on the planet Earth. And they said, well, we can't leave all these creatures. We can't let all these creatures, because there was a bunch of crazy ass motherfuckers, like crazy ass man-eating creatures and crazy ass creatures. So they had to wipe them out. And this is where you get the flood of Utnapishtim and the Gilgamesh epics and all the rest of that shit. That they came and they told them, yo, we about to flood the goddamn earth and wipe all these other damn crazy ass animals out. So you go and pick up all these animals right here that we want to keep alive. You put them on this damn boat. When we flood, after we flood the shit, then you release those animals back into the earth, and these are going to be the animals that populate the earth after that. So this was the story. I don't know if this should happen. I'm just telling you the story. Goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Don't come at me. But it all adds up though. And so in this new thing, they're saying that there was a flood, and the pyramids were left around, were the only thing left after the flood. So again, this all goes into ancient history, Anunnaki history, the Sumerian history of the Anunnaki flooding the earth because of the crazy ass experiments they were committing on the earth. And then boom, you got the flood here. So it says, the divine flood. Mai, who visited the site 2 weeks ago, highlighted physical evidence, saying some blocks near the Great Pyramid's entrance show clear signs of water erosion. Only certain stones are affected, suggesting part of the pyramid was submerged in ancient times, he added. Mai also noted how thick salt incrustations have been found inside the Great Pyramid, which he interprets as proof of the ocean once flooded the Giza Plateau. Salt from the ocean. So apparently, there was a giant flood, wiped out everything, and that may have been what happened to the city, why the city got lost. The underground city was probably lost, according to them, was probably lost because of the flood. Now, was it a flood? We don't know. We have no idea. Hold on. Sorry. All right, there it goes. I forgot to turn my phone off. So we'll see what happens. Again, the Giza, the period ain't the. So this is a funny thing. Zahi Hawass, the biggest bitch of all time in Egypt. He's the biggest bitch of all time. He swears up and down. He's telling everybody, he swears up and down, this is bullshit. Now we know he was the gatekeeper. Anybody know who Zahi Hawass is? He was the dude, if you ever watched the Science Channel or the History Channel, and they always did a documentary on Egypt or whatever, it was always Zahi. Always Zahi. The pyramids are the great lift behind by the ancient Egyptians, but the pyramid, that's how he would say pyramid, but the pyramids, Zahi, you bitch ass, the pyramids are the greatest thing left behind by the ancient Egyptians, the pyramids. So, I guess the pyramids were once flooded at some point in time, and or half flooded. The pyramids were half flooded. So, according to Zahi Hawass. Every time he said pyramids, that shit made me pyramids. That shit was hilarious. So moving along. So the even larger, so this is crazy about this CERN. CERN has lost their damn mind, y'all. You can't trust CERN. So the even larger Hadron Collider, 5.6 or 56.5 mile atom smasher could unravel mysteries of the universe. So they have a hadron collider, atom smasher, right? They have one already. Then they about to build a bigger one. They about to build a bigger one. So check this out. It took 20 years and 6 billion pounds to build the Large Hadron Collider, the world's biggest particle accelerator. Now, scientists want to make another one that's even larger and twice as expensive. These niggas, man, they ain't gonna stop till they get a goddamn giant fucking wormhole over the goddamn planet and just suck in the goddamn planet. That's what they want. Fuck, man. Stop fucking with shit. Damn. So it says the 13 billion pound Future Circular Collider, that's what it's called, the Future Circular Collider, or FCC, will loop a whopping 56.5 miles, 91 kilometers deep, underground at the Swiss-French border. Damn. FCC will be nearly 4 times more powerful than the large... 4 times? 4 times more powerful? Come on, bro. Damn. The FCC will nearly be 4 times more powerful than the Large Hadron Collider, the LHC, which has been in operation since 2010. Dubbed the world's biggest atom smasher, FCC could provide new physics discoveries that explain the structure and evolution of the universe. CERN, bitch asses, CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, Director General Fabiola Giannotti said that it could become the most extraordinary instrument ever built by humanity to study the constituents and the laws and the constituents and the laws of nature at the most fundamental levels. You don't need that. You don't see. This is what I mean about being disconnected. Scientists and all these cats, they're not in harmony. They're not in tune with nature. All you got to do is go inside. The universe is within you. I know you heard that phrase. Every cell in your body has the universe within it. Every cell, every single cell has the entire universe within the cell. There is nothing within the cell that you can't find out about the universe from looking at the cell and the synthesis of it, or the synthesis of life in nature. There's nothing greater than that, than bringing together and forming life in nature. And if you observe that, you will understand the secrets of the universe. You don't need no damn Large Hadron Collider or the future FCC 4 times larger Hadron Collider. These niggas is full of shit, man. This is what being unconnected, disconnected does. When you have no spiritual grounding. Said the last dragon. Leroy. Playtime's over, boy. Got to go inside to get the glow. You're the master. That's right, bro. That was the whole thing. You are the master. I'm the master. Who's the master? Sure enough. Now, what is it? When he get him, he said, now, when I say, who's the master? You say, sure enough. Who's the master? Shout out to Show Enough. Who's the master? God damn it, Show Enough, you was the greatest. But if you go inside, looking inside that third eye, use your third eye, look inside the universe, you will find everything you need to find about the universe. Or everything you need to find out about the universe. No Hadron Collider, none of that shit. All these ancients who knew everything about the universe thousands of years ago, meditating under a fucking tree on a mountain. That's all they was doing. meditating under a tree on the mountain. Huh. The universe is connected. I am a part of the universe. So therefore, the universe is within me. And that means I'm connected to all things within the universe. That means I can manifest at will the things within the universe. Boom! Just on some old meditation shit. No Hadron Collider. None of that shit. Everything in the universe is vibration, energy, and vibration. If you vibrate a frequency high enough, it can form matter. It can connect matter. It can disrupt matter. This is all shit these niggas is figuring out just by meditating. If you vibrate something at a high enough frequency, it removes its density, thereby allowing it to float. Then boom. That's how they built the pyramids. That's right. Rest in power, Julius Carey. Show enough. When I say, who's the master? You say, show enough. That was the greatest line of all time, show enough. I love you, boy. Who's the master? Oh, nigga, you was great. But somebody go take those CERN scientists on the ayahuasca trip. That's all they need. I promise you, if the CERN scientists take one trip, one ayahuasca trip, it's over. They ain't no more CERN. They done figured out every goddamn thing. Anybody been to ayahuasca, you know. Nigga, your ass is going to, you go to 18,000 universes when you do an ayahuasca. Your ass be, your ass be grasping for universes and shit, trying to ground yourself and shit. Like, where's the ground? Thoth? How the fuck Thoth get in here? Your ass be all over the place, nigga. Do an ayahuasca trip, CERN scientists, and save everybody 13 billion pounds, please. Goddamn, I mean, save the world a goddamn black hole that's gonna suck in the planet. We don't need that right now. Goddamn. Moving along. Moving along. Is the secret to limitless clean energy? Excuse me. Is this the headline. Is this the secret to limitless clean energy? Scientists claim we can produce power from Earth's rotation. We can get power from Earth's rotation. Now, are they talking about the free energy that Tesla and them was talking about and all the rest of that? Tesla figured out damn near 100 years ago. But the ancients figured out thousands of years ago. Is this what we're talking about? So, it says, while we go about our days working, eating, and sleeping, the Earth is constantly rotating through its own magnetic field. Now, experts claim it is possible to harvest clean energy from this natural rhythm. Scientists have managed to take advantage of the Earth's spin to generate a tiny amount of electricity. So they've generated a tiny bit of electricity from the Earth's magnetic field. I'll tell you why this is old shit. Although the voltage they managed to produce was small, it could be the first step towards a new way to generate limitless green energy, they said. The idea dates back hundreds of years, longer, when scientists first began to suggest that the difference between velocity, which is the speed of something in a given direction, between a magnetic field and its magnet, excuse me, I'll say that again. The idea dates back hundreds of years when scientists first began to suggest that the difference in velocity, the speed of something in a given direction, between a magnetic field and its magnet should allow for a voltage to form. Now, break this shit down why this is so old in a second. Previous studies appear to have debunked this theory, sure it has, indicating that any electrons pushed by the Earth's magnetic field would quickly rearrange themselves and cancel out any difference in charge. Going against each other, canceling out each other. However, a new experiment suggests otherwise. Researchers used a 29.9 centimeter long hollow cylinder made from manganese zinc ferrite, a material chosen to encourage the motion of magnetic fields. So why is this old science? So they use something manganese zinc ferrite. Ferrite is like is ceramic that is like it's ceramic that holds magnetic properties, right? It's ceramic that holds magnetic properties. That's what ferrite is, right? So why is this old? Generating power from the Earth's magnetic field. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see, where is it? Damn it. Come on. Where is it? Oh, here it is. No, damn, that ain't it. Damn. Ah, man. Lost the book. Damn it. Lost the fucking book. So, it's in here somewhere. I can't find it, but it's a book called The Ankh. If you have, it's an old book called The Ankh. And in that book, it breaks down. He said, Kev got too many books. I do got too many books. But I don't think you can ever have too many books. But in the book, it breaks down how the ancient Kemetans would use the Earth's magnetic field, the Ankh. They would use the Ankh to generate or to, as a medium to, what is it basically? It's not a medium. Basically, they would use the Ankh as a, what's the word I'm looking for? To discharge the Earth's magnetic energy. So what happened is they would take the staff, and anytime you see a Kemetan walking with a staff, right? The staff, so you see him walking with a staff and the Ankh, right? You'll see it in many pictures, you'll see it, and then you'll see walking with that front foot forward, right? You'll see the front foot forward, right? So what that staff is called a diapole. The staff that the Kemetans hold is called a diapole. It has a positive end and a negative end. And what the Kemetans would do is stick that pole into the ground, the Earth's magnetic field, and they would stick the ground. So the staff would then generate or draw the Earth's magnetic field or allow the Earth's magnetic field to conduct through the staff, the diapole. Go look up what a diapole is. And then that energy would then flow over the Kemetans. Now, how could it flow over the Kemetans without killing them? Because of melanin. Because of your melanin. That's how. This is because of your melanin. Your melanin has copper. Your melanin has copper. So your melanin is made with an enzyme called tyrosine. And excuse me, an amino acid called tyrosine, and an enzyme called tyrosinase. So tyrosine, the amino acid, and tyrosinase. Now, most people produce tyrosine, but only melanated people produce tyrosinase. Tyrosinase is an enzyme that has copper. It's all in this book, y'all. So I'm getting all this information. So tyrosinase is an enzyme that contains copper. So your melanin has copper in it. You're walking around with copper. Anybody knows anything about science, copper and magnets produce electricity. Go look it up. You can look up any YouTube video. Look up my dude Electro Boom. That's the dude's channel. He's an electrician who does a lot of crazy experiments where he always shocking himself. But it's funny as fuck. But he's shocking himself on purpose to show you that, you know, what's going on in the wires. But his name is Electro Boom. And this motherfucker, he does all these different experiments with electricity. But on one of the experiments, he shows you how you get electricity from a magnet. He just takes a regular magnet, wraps a copper wire around it, and then attaches a light bulb to it, and the light turns on. Ain't plugged into nothing. Now, that's why you see me with these copper bracelets. This copper bracelets right here, this is copper with magnets. There's magnets under here, producing a small electric charge that my melanin is constantly absorbing and producing energy for me. This is like a small little power plant for my body. Yes, your melanin absorbs everything as far as energy, light, sound, heat, electricity. Your melanin absorbs all of that and converts it to energy for your body. That's where you get vibranium. That's why vibranium, the true power of vibranium, when Black Panther is wearing it, it can take all of the force, it can absorb all the energy, and then release that shit. It takes all the force. I just saw what was the we just saw that in Captain America, the Captain America Black Falcon, the Captain America Falcon. Did you see how he was doing that with the vibranium? The vibranium, go see the new Captain America. Says the action scenes are pretty dope. So he has his whole suit is vibranium. And so he'd be taking all his hits and shit, and it would absorb all the shit and release the energy back out and explode. That's how the nigga took out, I ain't gonna say who he took out, but that's what he would do. Absorb all the energy and then release it back out. So that's what your melanin does. So when they say that you can get electricity from the Earth's magnetic field, it was already being done in Kemet. They would take that and let it float on their body, and then the ankh, and they would be different shaped ankhs. So depending on the shape of the ankh, it produced a different frequency with the energy. They could levitate things with it. They could use some of the ankhs as lasers. If you look on YouTube, I mean not on YouTube, but a History Channel, they'll tell you that the Kemetans cut bricks with something similar to a laser. They'll say they'll say that they were reflecting the sun. They'll tell you that they had this gold thing that they were using the sun and reflecting the sun's energy onto the brick and made it like a laser. That ain't what they was doing. They was using the Earth's magnetic field. So again, you have this within you. And now they're just now finding out you can use the Earth's magnetic field. But again, melanated people, this copper in your skin allows the Earth's magnetic field to flow over you without destroying your body. Because that type of energy would burn you up. If all that electromagnetic energy flowing through your body, it couldn't flow through you without killing you. Unless you had copper that allows it to flow over your body. Otherwise, it would just burn you the fuck up. So again, you have to learn what you have, guys. There was a reason that they created a whole goddamn superhero thing from you niggas. There's a reason. You just weren't walking out here. It wasn't because you were just reading a bunch of books all the goddamn day. You guys had superpowers, or what they considered as being superpowers back in the day. Go learn that shit. Better get you this shit right here, boy. Bam. So moving along. Oops. Hold on, where'd it go? So moving along. Scientists say time travel is possible. Time travel. Time Bandits. That was my first time travel movie. Time Bandits. Anybody remember that with the little midgets? The Time Bandits, all the little midgets. They was traveling through time. That shit was funny as shit. Them little midget motherfuckers traveling through time. with the little kid and shit. That shit was crazy. Time Bandits. Go check it out. Great movie. But apparently time travel is possible. So it says, although it sounds like pure science fiction, scientists now believe that time travel really is possible. In fact, scientists say that people have already done it. Now, what's the catch? It might seem obvious, but here on Earth, we all move through time at a speed of 1 second per second. However, thanks to the Einstein theory of general relativity, it is possible to travel through time faster than this rate. The faster someone can move, the faster they can travel forward through time, skipping through centuries of time in just minutes as they approach the light of speed. What the fuck are they talking about? The hell? In movies like The Terminator, time travel usually involves stepping into a machine and being sent to an entirely different time and place in the past or future. See, now here comes the bullshit. See, that's what we thought. That's what we're talking about. They're talking about some scientific bullshit. Watch. Now, however, real time travel is about leaping from one point in time, one point in the timeline to another. According to NASA, time travel is traveling faster than 1 second per second. So if you can travel faster than 1 second per second, you're moving through time. Excuse me. And while this sounds impossible, the space agency claims that this is actually possible. This is actually possible. In fact, everyone is moving forward in time at different rates of speed, depending on where we are and how fast we are moving. This means time travelers are all around us every day, and you might be one too. And while this sounds impossible, in fact, everybody's moving forward in time at different rates of speed, depending on where we are and how fast we're moving. So, so if you move faster than someone else you're moving through time. It's basically what it's trying to say. This is some bullshit. If you move faster than the next person, you're moving through time, man. Yeah, it's time travel. That's what I heard. It's time travel to me, man. You know, if I move faster than you, then if I get to the box of donuts, the box of Krispy Kremes before you, man, I move through. I'm time traveling. Krispy Kreme, time travel, same thing, bro. Yeah. So, you want to race? Yeah. Like, no, motherfucker, that ain't time travel. Who get the Krispy Kreme first? No, but it's not. Real time travel they have discovered is positioning points of time, is distorting the gravitational field to where you have point A and point B. If point A and point B are here, you can distort the gravitational field with enough energy. This is how the aliens do it when they're traveling in their ships, according to Bob Lazar, that they have a beam that takes the energy from antimatter blast and directs it in front of them to where they distort the gravitational field in front of them and create their own electromagnetic field, propelling them, so basically they have their own atmosphere. And so they're able to take point A and bend it to point B. They don't go from point. So if you have to travel from point, if you have to travel from point A to point B, in a straight line, you're not going to get there fast enough, right? So what they do is bend, and they just take point A and bend it over and touch point B with that energy. And then when they reestablish or stop the distortion of the gravitational field, it goes back. But now they're here instead of there. And that's allegedly how aliens time travel. They've been time traveling. So they broke this down a long time ago. Yep, the ripples through time, traveling through the ripples in space. And which seems far more logical. Which seems far more logical than and possible than what these cats are talking about. Now, if you haven't seen it, go watch Bob Lazar. The first video he did 25 years, actually more than that shit. Because I saw this shit 27 years ago. He did and so Bob Lazar, 27 years ago, was talking about something called element 115. They didn't have it back then. There was no such thing. They just discovered it recently, last couple years, and only discovered it for a couple seconds, like a millisecond. It only existed for a millisecond, and boom, and then it took out. Now, that was a couple years ago. I don't know if they rediscovered it and were able to stabilize it in recent time. But when they first found it, they only stabilized it for a second, boom, then it disappeared, right? So element 115. He talked about this 27 years ago. And they just found it. So everybody talking about Bob Lazar doesn't know what he's talking about. They debunked him. He wasn't real. He was lying. But how the fuck did he know about element 115 27 years ago when it didn't exist? It still doesn't really exist today. They still don't have it. They can make it and then it disappears. Now, they think he actually had, he was talking about stable element 115. Not unstable. Stable element 115. And they actually think he still has some. So he's under watch by the government every single second of every day because they still think he has element 115, which is crazy. 27 years later. Like you watching this nigga for 27 years and you ain't found it yet? Fucking crazy. So that's true time travel, not what this bullshit they was talking about. If you travel faster than the next person next to you, then you're time traveling. If you get to the box of Krispy Kremes faster than him, you've time traveled, bro. Yeah, man. That's how we see it, bro. Yeah. So you believe? Yeah. You buying that? Yeah. No? Okay. Well, I don't. That's all I got. Sorry, brother. No, that's not time travel. Sorry, that's not time travel. So, but let them believe it. So moving along, last couple things I got. In nigga news, the nigga news. The nigga news. So in nigga news, it has come out, and these CIA, I'm telling you, CIA is the goddamn Library of Alexandria. They've been doing everything corrupt in the world since the beginning of corruption. It seems like. The CIA is literally corrupt, the definition of corruption. Because apparently this girl, Sexy Red, who's anything but sexy, is a CIA operative, allegedly. Did y'all see this? Did y'all see this shit? Sexy Red is a CIA operative since 2018. Since 2018. These are documents that came out and said these are CIA what the fuck? Now, you believe it, you can believe it because her music is bullshit. It is absolute shit. It's the most disgusting, vile shit you can ever listen to in the history of shit. It makes shit look good. He was like, oh, her music, shit. Her music, shit. Well, goddamn shit, I ain't seen you in a long time. Shit, you been looking pretty good, brother. I ain't seen shit in a minute, bro. Cause goddamn, oh shit. Goddamn shit, how you been, shit? Huh? You been good? What you been up to? Next to her music? What up, shit? What's happening, brother? That's how whack her music is. But apparently, it's on purpose. It has to be on purpose. Had to be on purpose. So it says, according to the documents, officials describe, according to the documents, officials describe her mission as culturally critical. Culturally critical. Meaning, yeah, this is to change the culture. Gotta change the culture. We're gonna flip up the goddamn world with this shit. We're gonna destroy the hood, basically. Is what they're saying. We're gonna destroy the hood culture. We're gonna destroy the hood with what is her shit? What's that first song she had? The dumbest goddamn song of all time that had Ben Shapiro saying the song. How stupid it was. Like, you get Ben Shapiro on saying your song, you know it's some whack shit. What's the name of that damn song? That dumbass song. Doodoo Brown, no, what is it? Pound Town. Thank you, Spread Well. Pound Town. That was the dumbest goddamn. Pound Town. We're going downtown. We're going to down pound. We're going to pound town, to pound town, to pound town, to pound. We're going down to the pound town bound. Like, bitch, you just talking. You ain't rapping. You just talking. She just sit up there and just said, we're going to pound town, down to the pound, down to the town, pound, to the pound town. Going to the pound town, down to the pound. Is that good? You need some more? Need some more? Okay. Pound. We're going to the pound town, pound. To the pound town. Going to the pound town. You need some more? Did you get it? Did you get it, guys? Just a little bit more. You gotta inflect on pound. At the end of pound, you gotta do an inflection. Yeah, you're a little low there on at the end of pound. So give me a little level. Yeah, on pound. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Take 27. Here we go. Pound town. Pound town. Got it. Good. Great inflection. Right there on the ound. Right there. That's where we needed it. Right on the ound. Yeah. This crazy bitch. Booty Hole Brown. Ain't that one? That's another one of her damn songs. She is the most disgusting shit I've ever heard. So, no wonder. So it says, basically this is the cultural destabilization of America and the world, by the extension, of U.S. of America and extension by the world by extension. And it says this was funded by USAID. This is one of the ops that is funded by USAID that Elon came and took down. Elon and Trump took down. Now all the shit is coming out about this. What up, King Lemuel? I'm just crazy. Hey, look here, man. Hey, I didn't write the song. I didn't write the song, brother. I didn't. Pound. Inflection. Oh, I got it. Ow. Yeah, okay. Pound. God damn it. USAID is full of shit. They gave us non-sexy, anything but sexy, red. God damn, y'all. So there's a psyop against the kids. We need to know this, parents. Start watching what your kids are listening to. Stop letting them listen to this bullshit that is destroying their soul. It's destroying their soul, man. That song is destroying your child's soul. I'm sorry to tell you. The soul of your child is getting destroyed with that shit. So, now that you know it's a psyop, allegedly. Yeah, right. It's allegedly a psyop, but we know the real deal. Please take control of your children's lives. Please take control of your children's lives. Now, last thing I got, police stop law lessons. Going back to the stabbing of the little kid. He wasn't a little kid, he's like 16, 17. But, and he was like a swole ass motherfucking football player. But going back to the stabbing of him, they're trying to say, so the law is, they're trying to say that they gave him murder, right? They gave him murder, even though he was pushed. Now, they're trying to say that the report was, he grabbed his bag. And so then you don't got a right to stab somebody for grabbing your bag. So that's why I think they said, at first it was murder, because that was the first report. So they gave the kid murder on $1 million bail with 5 to 99 years as the penalty. 5 to 99 years. So, again, murder. Now, it comes out, he was pushed. Now it's starting to come out, all the kids, he was pushed. They started the altercation. He said, I ain't leaving. He was pushed. Now, that's assault. That could be also in some states, that could be considered assault and battery. So sometimes, just so you know, guys, sometimes some states have assault, some states have battery, some states have assault and battery, and they combine the two. So they can be the same thing or be completely different things. So you don't know that. So, oh shit. So now it's truly self-defense. If we really want to look at it, now they're gonna say that it was extreme for him to pull out the knife and stab the kid. Now, is it though? If you really, because again, they're going on based on he was just told to leave, and he reached in the bag and just pulled out the knife and started stabbing him because he was told to leave, or he tried to grab his bag and move him physically out of the place, but that ain't what happened. He pushed him, and they all tried to gang up on him. So now, because the kid when they came, he told the police, the campus officers, he said, "I did it." He said, "Yeah, I did it." Because he was like, yeah, this motherfucker, he tried to put his hand, and he said he put his hands on me. So yeah, I did it. And then he asked the officer, could it be considered self-defense? And so I'm saying, so you have a bunch of lawyers out here right now who are going off the first story of him grabbing the bag and saying, it's not self-defense. He don't have a right to stab people. But what you talking about? You think the dude you think he has a right to punk people? And bully people and tell them they don't got a right to sit where they want to sit in a school that he don't own? No. So when it's all said and done, I don't know. I don't think he's going to get self-defense. I don't think, again, he stabbed an all-American white football Christian going to whatever school, whatever Ivy League, whatever, some shit. I don't know. This is who he stabbed, right? He stabbed the Whitey Whites. He stabbed the Whitey of the Whites, right? The Great White Hope. So when you stab the Great White Hope, they're not gonna let you off. Even though it was self-defense, and he didn't mess with the dude. He was just sitting there, minding his business. Dudes looked at him. You a football player, not a track star. You're not on the track team. So why are you even there that day? Trying to run shit for the track team. So he gets up, pushes the dude, and there's a lot more coming out about, it was more than just a push. They all tried to jump on him, and he pulled that knife out and smashed on him. So if he did that, the lawyers are going to go for self-defense. They're not going to give him self-defense. I say they go for it, though. Lawyers, go for the self-defense. It's nothing but. You don't have a right to put your hands on people. I want to say, we're very clear about this. You cannot put your hands on people who did not touch you first. I don't give a shit how much shit they talk to you. I don't care. If they embarrass you, if they talk shit to you, if they do I don't care. Do not put your hands on somebody first unless they come into your space. Unless they come into your space. When they come into your space, then you're threatened. You can do that. This is why anytime you fight somebody, you should always put your hand out. That's your range. It's called range finder right here. That's the distance. Because when a motherfucker gets within this distance of your hand, they can hit you. They're close. They're too close. They're close enough for you to hit them. Also, you can get hit. So when they step that close, that's when you better start defending yourself. So you don't have a right to put your hands on somebody, but apparently this kid's dad didn't teach him that. Now I think they're not going to give him murder. They can't give him murder, especially if all of the reports come back that he was defending himself against them first. You can't give him murder. What they're going to try to give him is probably manslaughter. They're going to give him manslaughter. They're going to give him manslaughter, probably third-degree manslaughter. Right? Third degree. So first degree is like you kind of intended it a little bit. They may try to get him for first degree because he was there with a knife in his bag. And so they're going to say, well, he intended something to go down. Otherwise, why would you come to a track meet with a knife in your bag unless you intended something to happen. So they may try to get him on first-degree manslaughter and saying, well, he didn't initiate it, but he went there wanting something to happen. So that's what they're probably gonna try to get him on. But to me, it's self-defense. Now, did he go overboard? He might have went overboard, but again, you don't have the right to say how a person responds when you initiate the goddamn aggression first. The physical contact. You don't get to say how somebody responds. Somebody may be over the top, but that's why you hold off, because you don't know. You don't know somebody's level of gangster. You have no idea. And levels of gangster come in all different shapes and sizes. It could be the smallest little dude, 5'4" little dude, and he can have the gangster of Genghis Khan inside of him. And you fuck with him and he'll kill your whole family. You don't know. You have no idea. That's why you're not supposed to touch people. And that's what that kid's father should have taught him. If you such a Christian and you go to church every Sunday and all this and that type of shit, then you shouldn't have been trying to bully people and use your advantage, your physical advantage over someone. So that's the bullshit right here. And this is why we have to learn the law. Get your butt out here. We have to learn this law so you can get this shit right here. So make sure you go get this right here and learn why you're able to use the Earth's magnetic field as your own power plant. If you can build what the ancient Commetans built, a little ankh and a diapole to ground yourself on the Earth's magnetic field, you can start using some of those ancient sciences. So make sure you get the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, and it comes with both of these. You get book 1 and book 2. Boom, book 1 and book 2, and then you get the free police stop law package. Now remember, I have three versions of the book. We got the Dread Red, we got the Blue Flu, and we got the Gold Dragon. So all three of these, you don't get all three, but you get one of these. Make sure you tell me in a note which one you want when you order the package. All right, gold, blue, or the red. Which one? I like the red, actually. It's just dope. It all matches out. But you get one of these, plus you get the Public Official Bonds book. Tells you how to go put a claim on the police insurance, or what's called public official bonds. When police officers violate your constitutional rights, this tells you how to go get back at them. So right here. Again, remember, all police officers have public official bonds. Even if they don't know they have it, they have them. Either the city bought it for them or they had to buy it for themselves. But the city, most cities, I haven't even seen a city that would allow a police officer to work without one, because they can't have the liability fall back on the city. Because if a police officer does some crazy damage to a person and then the person comes back and sues the city for $500 million, they can't have that shit. So, excuse me. So they have to have a bond. They have to have the bond. Excuse me, hold on. So they have to have the bond in order to minimize the liability, right? So boom, you get this. Make sure you get this right here, and then you get the constitutional rights card, qualified immunity card, and notice. When you get all three of these, keep these in your car. I don't answer questions. And shout out to the people who have these and been using them and getting off. Look here, I'm not disclaimer. I'm not saying you're gonna get off, because a lot of you getting away from the police officer has to do with your karma. So if you have bad karma, you may get caught up. However, this really makes the police officer think 3 and 4 times about trying to violate your constitutional rights. Sometimes they take him. I told you we had a dude in here. They took his cards. They held him. They looked at him. They was reading them. Then they gave him a warning, and then tried to keep his cards and shit. And he was like, "Yo, where my cards at?" They was like, "Oh, you wanted those back? Oh, my bad, brother. My bad, brother. let me go back to my car. Let me go back." Nigga was keeping them. So he probably went back to the car, took a picture of them, and boom. So you keep these in your car. Don't let the police officer have them. You don't have to give them to the police officer. You can, but just make sure you ask for them back if you give them to them, or you can just show them to the police officer. Make sure they look at them so that they know your rights are protected. And what will happen when they violate your rights? This constitutional rights card, that lets them know that what will happen when they violate your rights. And then this lets them know that they get sued. They are liable for when they violate your rights. You can sue them, their own capacity, their personal capacity, and you're going to get paid, okay? Keep that in your card. And then, boom, if you order that, you're going to get the 4 decks of flashcards because I don't have the 5th one yet. I'm still waiting. Flashcard people, send me my damn cards. But until I get the 5th deck, I'm going to give you the 4 decks for free. So order the Great Book of Melanin Research. The brand new. Again, it's the brand new. Order the brand new Icy Ice, and you get all of that for free. Now remember, tell me which Know Your Rights manual you want, the color, which color you want, all right? Because I'm just going to send you whatever I want to send you, if you don't. Then also, make sure you get to knowyourrightsfoundation.org/volunteers. Sign up for the classes so that you can get in here, be a part of this 1 million Johnny Cochrans that we building right now. Because when Trump puts the smash down on this new law and order country that he's trying to reestablish, you're going to need to know your rights. And he's doing it. You can see he's violating people's constitutional rights right now. He's just doing it to illegal immigrants. But what happens when that shit starts happening to you? So right now, it's only illegal immigrants that he's violating their rights. So when they start violating your rights, you better know how to fucking smash on them when they do. So get over there, earn one of these beautiful certifications, and you. This is the goal. We teach you for free, but you have to learn. You have to work to get one of these. And then you take this and go back out and teach it to your family and friends. Also, if you want, for when they're trying to reestablish the Big Bird and the measles and all the rest of that stuff. So the vaccines may be trying to come back. So make sure you get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, order one of these exemption cards, these vaccine exemption cards. This is the religious exemption card right here. It says you have a religious exemption against fetal tissue being used in vaccines. And so this lets them know right here that you have a religious exemption against that. And then right here is the liability card. If they force you to get the vaccine, then they're liable for every second that it remains in your system, because you're only liable to be on the clock for about, 4 to 12 hours a day. But the vaccine stays in your system for 24 hours a day. So they have to pay you for the rest of that time that it's in your system. So you can only get these at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Okay, I don't have these on my website. But for the other things, please go to realnagas.com, order that stuff, make sure you support. That's the way to support me. You know, they took me out of the monetary game on the monetary system on YouTube. So appreciate everybody who supports in all the other ways. Also, patreon.com/realnagas to sign up for the status classes if you want to learn how to get or keep one foot in the system and get one foot out of the system so you can control this whole game. All right, you need to learn how to contract, but contract in your favor, in your advantage. And so make sure you do that. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the happy birthday love, the solar return love. This is my Nagasaki. Happy birthday, my Nagasaki. That's what's up. Appreciate everybody on the solar return love. Appreciate y'all. Be thinking about y'all. Maybe when I'm chilling on my vacation, chilling out here. Appreciate you. Thank everybody for the Cash App, solar return, the salmon solar return love, because I'm going to use it on my salmon dinners at the restaurant. So appreciate you guys. Thank all moderators in here. I didn't see too many people going crazy today, but appreciate you guys. Thank you for holding it down. Everybody at the Cash App, everybody support, all the birthday love. Appreciate you. Deuces.